see it, Danielle's freaking the fuck out. Okay?
I'm really feeling the fucking opening.
Headbanged the fuck out of that.
Windmilled it.
Is someone there? John. Yeah. After all these years,
White
you've come
outside.
for it. There's a boy. Many years ago, he tried to kill the Falkman. He left us a long time ago.
You know any dads go missing around here, motherfucker?
But this time, it's wrong, man.
You seen your dad burn to death in front of you?
What is the fuck?
Father's Day killer, cannibal man killer.
Those damn reporters can give it any name they want. But I got my eye on you. And the degenerate sister of yours, Chelsea. So you tell her I said hi. Let's find this man, Ahab. You must find him.
I'm not a dad.
Father of Flint sent me, and I've traveled across the world to speak to you.
I hurt a lot of people in my life, Father. I don't want to hurt anymore.
I prayed every night that you would come and find me, but you never did.
I don't want you putting your life on the line over some stupid vendetta as a Father's Day killer.
Why not? You did. And I'm gonna finish what you couldn't do.
That guy was kind of like the over-enthusiastic churchgoer in the credits. That guy was...
No time to explain.
Oh, God, this is fuck me.
Father's Day.
That's John Wayne Donner, by the way. I named him. So it looks like John
That's when he
Beasy.
sniffed her.
He was looking at my fantasies, so...
Coming soon.
This is the preview director's cut.
Alright, hold on. This is what the thing says on the video. Lock up your fathers. A deranged killer and rapist is on the loose and has a taste for daddy meat. One man will do anything it takes to send a bastard to hell.
Am I gonna have to call my dad and warn him?
Daddy meat.
Hide your kids, hide your wife,
Hide your daddy.
hide your
daddy
daddies. They're raping everybody in here.
Alright, Ruben, do your fuck... Ruben. God damn it.
Alright.
Ruro, do your spiel.
I am Robin John Paul Jones Poon Jabber Luna, and this is
name.
Robin's Reels. Starring me, Robin John Paul Jones Poon Jabber Luna. I am joined today by A.A. Medina,
Hello.
Sam Medina, and our two guests today is Danielle Hurst and Gunnar Larson. Today we watched a great film called Father's Day. Came out in 2011.
Not the greater film with Robin Williams and Billy Crystal.
No, because it's
From 1997.
it's the bestest Father's Day.
The bestest.
And well, guys, let's start at Act 1. The movie opens up with a body being dismembered, and the fuckman
Whoa. You didn't do your cast? Directed by?
Oh,
Any of that
that's
stuff.
right. That's right.
What are you?
Sorry.
Amateur.
It was. Sorry.
Fucking greenhorn?
It's
Fuckature.
been a minute.
God damn it,
God damn
Robin.
it. God damn it.
I have to cut all this
Now you
out.
have to do 12 Hail Marys.
I'm sorry,
All
but
right.
that distracts me, and you can't make
Okay.
fucking
All right.
music.
So the movie came out in 2011. It has a 99-minute runtime,
Hey Hitler, you want to come inside?
a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was produced by Adam Brooks, Michael Hurst, Lloyd Kaufman, and Matt Manjorides. That's a hard name to say.
Man Joyride.
It was written by Adam Brooks, Matthew Kennedy, Jeremy Glipsby, Connor Sweeney, and Stephen Kostansky. Directed by Adam Brooks, Matthew Kennedy, Jeremy Glipsby, Connor Sweeney, and Steve Kostansky.
See, that's too many cooks in the kitchen.
I definitely
For a
know all of
director,
those
there should be
people.
maybe one, tops two
It's
directors.
a film collaboration.
No, I know, but
collaboration.
someone's.
Well,
I
that
mean,
would explain why the story.
But look at Broken Lizard.
What?
They take turns directing and writing
Story.
because you need.
I mean,
it was
it was
completely
beautiful.
cohesive.
you need a single vision.
It all
was-
made sense and fit well together.
It was starring Adam Brooks from Manborg, the editor, Another Wolf and Another Wolf Cop, Matthew Kennedy from Manborg, the editor, Another Wolf Cop, and The Void.
They're all in the same things.
Yeah, they
They all
do
work
all
the
their
same-
movies together.
Besties.
Connor Sweeney from Manborg, the editor, Another Wolf Cop, and ABCs of Death 2. Amy Groening?
Graining.
Groening?
It's
Groening.
Groening?
It's graining if it's spelled the same way as the dude that made The Simpsons. It's
Yeah,
graining.
alright. She's from The Void and Goon.
Where's the O come in?
It's graining. Trust me.
And-
Matt Groening made The
Was she in
Simpsons.
Goon?
Who is she in Goon?
And that's one of her titles. And then Brett Neal from
the
The
fuck, man?
Editor.
Brett Neal's actually
Wow,
my dad.
Act
And
one.
he got
That was
raped in the
painful.
movie, which was pretty
It
cool.
was painful. to
So-
listen to.
Act 1.
Act
We
one.
it starts off like you're watching TV and it's like late night television, fucking it's like up next is your feature film followed by some movie and Sexy Beach. And then it goes and then it just abruptly starts with
And not Sexy Beach.
not a sexy beach, but a body being disemboweled and dismembered, and the fuck man eating the intestines and fucking the head.
It definitely turned me on more than a sexy beat.
It was a very Dahmer-esque
Yes.
cold open.
There's a lot of chewing in the opening scene. Lots of
Yes.
chewing on
Blood.
like
Yeah, it was ASMR.
intestines and.
It was John Wayne Dahmer.
Can we please do that? Sorry, keep going. That was
But
great.
yeah, so that's where we start.
Hold on.
Yes.
Amy Groening
Green.
in Goon, who she played, was teenage singer.
Oh, yeah, I remember that character.
She didn't even have a fucking name.
That's one of the movie titles she was in.
Okay. But who? What's
Basically an
He
extra.
said it was
It's
the
on her
main girl
resume.
from
No,
I
that's
didn't
Goon.
say
and-
that.
That's
yes,
Pill.
you did.
I
You
didn't
did.
say that.
You said
Gunnar asked, and I said, I don't know, maybe. I
No,
think so.
You said it was the main girl. You was like the main girl from Goon's in here. And I was
I mean,
like,
it's all semantics.
No, I
Allison
said
Pill,
one of the
and you're
girls
like,
from
no.
Goons in here.
one of the. Well, not even like a real girl though. Like she plays a teenage singer. She's got to be on screen for like
well, she was
30
like,
seconds.
did she
She's
sing
more
the
of a
national
Pinocchio
anthem at one
than
of
a
the
real
hockey
girl.
games?
Oh, she might be the one that's singing the national anthem at the hockey game. Good. Okay, we figured it out, guys.
Yeah, anyway.
Figured it
back to
out.
what I said.
Sean Williams.
So our main hero,
Our main
There's a
hero.
hero?
Snake
Yes.
Dickskin.
Snake Dickskin.
That's his name.
That's what I
That's
call
not
him.
that-
That's
Oh, I
his
was
name.
like-
His name's Ahab.
Ahab.
Because he looked like Snake Plissken, but
His name is Ahab.
everything. There were so many penises in this fucking movie.
He
Yeah.
did have a rockin'
Yes.
license plate on his car that said Ahab 666.
That
Yeah.
I caught, and it was badass.
I
There-
thought he was just a fan of the German doom metal.
There's a lot of dicks and man butt in this, and lots of man rape as well.
There's more
The
tits
analogy-
than dicks and man butt.
Yeah.
But the dicks are more ridiculous.
They're more sliced with razor blades.
It was
yeah.
a knife.
The analogy.
They're either being bitten off.
His
Or
name is Ahab, and he's finding a fat ass dude, like a whale.
A whale.
it's his
totally.
great white whale.
And it was a white guy. I
Uh,
get it.
Ahab's
Okay.
hunting his great white whale.
Did
writers
we just
get a
win
point
the movie?
for analogies.
But you are then Ahab is. You don't know this right now.
Moby
but
Dick, get it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dick.
He thinks he kills the fuckman, but he was actually set up. And
Well, wait, you haven't explained who the fuckman is.
Fuckman
the
is John Wayne
fuckman's-
Dahmer.
Yeah, John Wayne Dahmer.
He's the one who
fuckman
was destroying
is the
the
bad
body.
guy. He's the one fucking the head and eating dongs and shit. And fucking. And then you're introduced to the characters Twink, who
Crop Top.
and
Or some 41.
yeah, Sum 41,
AKA
and,
my old bassist.
and the priest, who are Ahab's sidekicks in the movie.
John the priest.
So,
I'll tell you right now, the opening scene, because it was all the fucking mutilation and the fucking of the bodies,
yes.
thought it was going to be just a straight torture porn gore film, and then when he's like, Happy Father's Day, and it was super fucking cheese-tastic, I wasn't sure what to think. Because I was down for the straight up gore torture porn the whole time. I was like, if this is what we're getting into, this is what we're getting into. And then
I was
that
not
happened.
down with it.
I saw Sam, and both Sam and Danielle were like, God
literally
damn it.
almost threw up like
we were
40
gagging.
times.
I gagged.
I definitely highly enjoyed how ridiculous the gore got.
It was good practical effects, cutting up the
It
body,
was
and
good.
fucking
It
the
made
of her
me
head.
want to throw up so many times. I don't like it.
I don't really necessarily
I did not
want to
enjoy
see
that.
a penis head being sliced.
No.
I didn't
And
know
then
This is all shit
goo
that I deal
squirting.
with every day.
Or
So
No.
you guys slice your penises too, right?
I've done it once or twice.
Like I said, I've nicked it in the zipper once. I was drunk. I was at a
Makes
hockey
your pee
game.
come out faster, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Instead of just like a stream, it becomes more of like a
gush.
liquid blade that slices into the bowl
You know
of
what's
the
worse?
toilet.
Like if you nick the actual pee hole,
Oh man, that sucks.
then it just stings when you pee.
How the fuck do you
It's the
even
same-
do that?
you
You know
zip-
you have an appendage. Put it away and then
I want to
zip.
see you really drunk with a dick.
I
It's the
would
same
love to
feeling
have a
as
dick.
getting soap in your pee hole.
Yeah.
It just burns when you pee.
I bet you.
It's cool.
Okay, women. I'm gonna get a little.
You don't
Does it
even
never
know.
slice your
Let's hear
clit?
Hold on.
what.
Hold on.
No, because it tucked inside of a fucking lip
on.
sandwich. You can't zip a clit. It's inside
You
of a
can't
hamburger
zip a
bun.
I've seen.
Come on.
I've seen my wife handle a penis when she was really drunk.
What? This is gonna
It was
be
yours, right?
very
Yes.
revealing.
I was like,
But I'm
whose
saying-
dick is she
It was
handling?
mine.
saying-
It was mine.
But I'm saying she's not. I'm not saying it was bad, but I'm saying I would like to see a woman that has a dick handle a dick when you're way drunk. You're
Hey,
standing and peeing.
Let's just stop when you
can't
said,
compare
"I want to
this.
see a woman who has a dick."
No.
All right, and back to
seen
the
plenty of chicks with
movie.
dicks.
Hold on.
It's cool.
No, hold on. You're drunk. You're really drunk. You guys sit down and pee, but if you're standing and peeing, and especially if like you're in a bar or public area, sometimes you're just like, ugh, and you zip it up a little too fucking fast because you're just like, ugh.
Especially if
You wanna
you're
get
not
back
wearing
to-
underwear.
Well,
Sometimes
the
you'll.
guys are nodding. and,
Sometimes you're sober.
agreeance that happens.
Yeah, sometimes
so
you
I
just,
guess that
it's so
happens.
normalized that you're like, oh, and you don't get it in all the way, and just a little tip goes.
Dude, it fucking sucks.
Have you ever pinched your back, like zipping up a tight, like dress, like back skin at all?
No,
Imagine
because
how
I'm
to put
aware
on
of my
clit skin.
body, and so I move slowly to make
It
sure I
happens.
don't
Well, sometimes you just go
zip myself.
zip. Sometimes you just zip too
The most
fast.
precious part of your body, and you're gonna zip it in some fucking zipper teeth.
You ever got your
Most
tit
precious
stuck in
part of my
something?
body.
No,
is my
because I
fucking
care
brain,
about my nipples.
so-
I don't
Well,
want
I
them to.
have in a sports bra after
See?
a shower.
There we
Have you ever
go.
taken a shower and tried to put a sports bra on, and like you feel stuck?
What?
You ever done that? You feel stuck because your body's wet and it's like crumbled up in the back, but it's like suffocating your boobs, and you're like, I don't know what to do.
Are you wearing fucking leather sports bras? Or-
No, but it's like right
Well,
after you get out of the shower.
And first of all,
or-
Sam used to have her nipples
That's fair.
pierced, and she used to cling that shit on so many things.
That I can understand, but that's
So-
I
that's
fucked up
an
quite a few
addition
nipples.
to.
This is an
Sorry,
addition
Gary.
between our legs.
Okay, all right, I'll give it to you, but
And
I'm
if you're just
still
and you
baffled.
pee out of it, so you pull it out at the urinal, and then like there's weird dudes next to it, like a fucking hockey game or at the bar, and you
That's
go,
true.
"Well,
I
I'm
didn't-
done," and you zip it real fast, and you're like, "Ooh."
I didn't think about the
You-
fact that you guys have to show your penis to other men
You
in the
want
bathroom.
to get away from
Hey,
the urinal
look
at
at this. I'm
hockey
about to pee.
games
Is that
as
okay?
quickly as
Oh, yeah.
possible
Does this look like a
because it's a
beautiful dick
fucking
to you?
trough.
Yeah, you get it's a trough at hockey games. You got old fucking Canadian dudes fucking like, "Yeah, how you like that second period? What about that hook and call?"
And there's one
And
guy
you're like, "Don't talk to me
always
while I'm
that's
holding
like,
my
nice
dick."
bro.
No, are you serious?
Straight
This
up.
happens?
At bars,
up.
We've
games,
deviated
anything.
from the plan, but I really
Yeah.
need to know
It
about
kinda
how you
fits
guys
in.
look at each
I
other's
think you
dicks in the
guys just
bathroom.
think somebody's
don't,
about to tell
but
you.
there's
a
always
nice
one
dick,
dude
and no
that
one
does.
actually
There's
tells you
one
that.
dude.
There's always a dude that fucking
I
comes
guess
in
that makes
and
sense
makes a
because
comment
in the
about
women's
dicks.
bathroom, we're always like, "I love you."
They either comment on your dick or they make awkward eye contact
Also-
with you while
Yeah,
you're
or
pissing.
no matter how much space is available at the urinal / trough, they come and stand right.
I
the
always
fuck
thought that was
next
just
to
a
you.
thing for movies. That's
No,
real
that's
life.
that's a real fucking thing.
Also,
Dude.
I have a weird like childhood thing where I fucking hate urinals because at my school there was a fucking game where like if you were peeing at a urinal, you go up and you punch the ass of the dude at the urinal. And I never took part in it, but I got my
Why?
ass punched. So it's like I'd be in the bathroom by myself peeing, someone would open the door and just go, plop, and then your dick touches the back of the urinal.
Ooh. Yeah, and then you get the pee disease.
So like if there's a
That's right all over the tip.
if I go into a men's bathroom and there's a line for the urinal, I just walk out and
No.
hold it.
Straight
I don't
up.
want someone standing behind me.
No.
I go straight to the stall.
I
and
always
if
use.
there's not one available,
I always
Yeah.
use the stall.
Just hold
if
it.
Possible.
Can you just pee outside?
Not if you're like at a hockey game.
Oh, you
kinda have to
can't
just-
leave.
yeah.
Can you just pee under the
Indecent
bleachers?
exposure and all
And
that.
this is still fitting because this was a Canadian film.
Yeah.
We're talking about hockey games.
Talking about-
Way to tie it in. Okay.
So, all right,
But
sorry.
Back.
Bring it back.
Where were we at? You guys went on
Cutting dicks open.
Yeah,
They were
alright, cutting dicks
mutilating
open.
bodies.
Well, that happened. The dude slicing the dick open. That happened towards the end, but
Yeah, it was like Act 3 for sure.
yeah.
Well, he bit a dick off in the beginning.
Yes, he did bite a dick off,
and he rubbed a fucking foot on a liver.
or something
Was hot.
while he was being worshipped by his occult followers.
That was later in the movie too.
That is
Shit.
later.
This is why you need your plot
All right.
points.
Yes.
What happened in the beginning? I already forgot. I remember there was a lot of blood. I was gagging a lot,
The
and
movie
then
was all over the place.
Twink wakes up,
Twink. Let's explain
wakes up,
Twink.
and Twink is
AKA Sum 41.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a 16-year-old, but he's obviously like in his 30s. And he
That's
wakes
most
up in a
16-year-olds
prison
are.
cell,
Yes,
and
that's
a
right.
cop's interrogating him, like asking him about like why he was in a hotel with a dead body and blah blah blah. And they start going into his backstory about how his father was set on fire in front of him by the fuckmen.
Oh, and that was a very brutal rape scene of his dad.
Oh, it
Yes.
totally was.
There's man
Every
rape.
rape scene was brutal.
Well, yeah, but that
It
one I was
way
like,
too much.
whoa! I was more disturbed by
lot of
that
rape.
rape scene than him fucking the decapitated head
Oh,
at the
yeah.
beginning of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, because everybody's gotten, pun intended, head. But not everybody's been fucking pushed down and raped in the ass by a fat guy named Fuckman.
And then lit on
So-
fire.
Yeah, and then lit on fire and while their son watches them burn.
Okay,
Not
well,
everybody's been
on
through
that topic, I'm really confused why after Twink's dad got raped,
Yes.
Fuckman left out the door.
Yeah,
he
I
walked
would've
right
been
out the
running.
door.
He got his tools.
He got his tools.
And
Okay,
the
but it
gasoline
obviously takes a minute to get your shit.
Yeah.
Why did fucking Twink Daddy lay on the floor still? Why didn't he get up and run? Why
He
didn't
was
he
in
call
shock.
someone?
And he also got hit in the head like 5 times by like a bat.
You think someone's just
Yeah.
gonna come in, rape you, and then leave after you saw their face and everything? Like, they're obviously gonna come back and kill you, so
Yeah.
there's no evidence.
But
Honestly,
like
he kinda
Adrian
seemed
said,
into it.
yeah, but like Adrian said,
well, he did say in the end.
Adrian said, he also had got his head smashed into fucking glass, and then he got hit in the
So
fucking
he was
head.
concussed?
He got
Oh,
hit in the
yeah.
head with
Okay.
a fucking baseball bat.
I'm just saying, as a woman,
Like-
if somebody fucking concussed
Well, yeah.
me, I would be confused as shit.
But think of
I
it-
would be up and running.
Think of it like a real scenario. You're sitting there, you're drinking
Yeah,
some
I
fucking.
just did.
Well, you're drinking some bourbon, whatever. You're looking at a picture of your son. You're really depressed where things went wrong. Then you get slammed in the back of the head with glass. You get thrown on the floor. You get hit with like a fucking billy club like 5 times in the face. His face is completely covered in blood.
Yeah, but
And then you get raped in the butthole.
fight or flight, though, is a real
But-
thing.
okay,
He
but,
could,
like-
they should have incorporated that somehow.
Well, yeah.
You're
I've
either
had
going to
concussions.
fight or you're going to run.
Well, I've had
Nobody
concussions
just lays
before,
there.
and yeah, you can get up from it. But if you're getting concussed and raped, you're probably pretty fucking
Well,
confused.
sure.
And to bring
You're
it back to
dizzy
hockey,
and crazy.
You see people get knocked out all the time, and they try to get up, and they just go, and they fall back down, and they're like, ugh.
But at least they
didn't
tried.
do anything of that.
At least they tried.
Well, they
This
hit him in
guy
the face
just
like 4
laid
times
there.
with Billy Club.
I meant in his part.
He had
they
enough to
didn't
speak.
Have him
Well, also he's
struggle
not
to
he's,
try to
he's
get
not
away.
a 250-pound athlete. He's a fat dad drinking bourbon. He's
Okay.
not going to
Yeah.
try to get up
He's
after
out
he
of
gets hit in the fucking head.
Yeah,
And
he
we've
is
all
out
been
of
there.
shape.
He's not bred to be a
Back in
fucking
those shoes.
a warrior on ice skates. So
address
I mean,
the fact that Gunnar said, "Yeah, I've been there." Like every single scene,
I have.
every single scene.
I have.
all right. So Robin, this is
I
what we're gonna
fucking eaten strangers' penises. It's
no,
crazy.
don't.
do. This
When the dude's
They
dick
were consenting.
Wait, hang on. When the dude got his dick bit off by the fuckman, Gunner's like, we've all been there, right? Like, and it's just like, yeah, sure, whatever you say, Gunner.
So
The dude's dick was bitten.
I thought that was a normal experience.
Oh, sorry.
Still healing from it.
so Robin,
Oh, you can heal? I thought it was just a permanent wound that
Just
was open.
regrows, regenerates.
so
Like a lizard. Yeah.
so Robin, since the whole like let's get in your plot points thing was
Yes.
a tonight's suggestion, we're gonna do this now. We're gonna do it freehand. So what's the next thing that happened? Notable thing.
Well, where did
In the
we
movie.
leave off?
And then we'll-
It's been
we'll-
all over the place.
We'll rant off. Okay, Dad got raped by Fuckman.
Yes.
So what's the next notable thing that happened? And
The
then we'll
next
discuss it.
notable thing
They couldn't think of a better name for him.
would be...
It's a pun.
Yeah.
He fucks men.
I'm aware.
Specifically fathers.
Yes. So
Father fucking.
next thing is Ahab goes and finds his sister at the strip club, watches her strip.
Yeah.
He also made a little bit of syrup before that.
You know what he
Yes,
said though?
Which is actually very
That's right. The priest goes on a mission to find Ahab.
Well, who's the priest though? You can't just introduce the priest out of nowhere.
I did. He's one. I introduced him already.
Well,
He's one of the sidekicks.
But he has a little bit of a backstory too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm
Oh, okay.
trying to get at.
Sorry.
Before you go on, when Ahab, Snake Dickskin, saw his sister at the strip club,
Yes.
he said,
Oh, sexy girlfriend!
And we've all been there before.
But so the priest goes and gets Twink or Sum 41 out of prison, and he's trying to bring him to the church to take care of him and whatnot. And Twink gives him the tie that was in his father's mouth when his father was burned alive.
how come that tie didn't burn though?
It was covered in spit.
Maybe he spit it out. I don't know.
Well, they didn't say that,
Yeah,
but I'd
missed a
imagine
lot.
it's in his mouth. He's drooling quite a bit.
Yeah.
With the circumstances.
But
And
I would personally have
It
cotton
was-
mouth if I was on
it was
fire.
too wet to get caught on fire. That's all I gotta say.
and then
That's
the priest is
I'm gonna
talking
stop
to an elder priest who is blind with the sweetest white contacts and lots of red and blue lighting going on. And the old priest tells the main character, one of the main characters, to go find Ahab or Dickskin, and that's where they all kind of team up and they go to the strip club to find a sister.
hold on, stop. Now you're getting too far ahead. What the fuck happened to the priest where he ran up to the cabin with no clothes on? I missed that part.
No, because he was trekking
He
through
was,
the forest.
He was traveling all over the world to find him. So like
But he was just
He was,
in,
like,
he was
on
just in
a
the forest in the
plane.
next.
It wasn't just the
Yeah.
forest though. He also swam through an ocean
yeah.
to find him. Did you catch that
he
part?
swam through. No, he literally shows up on a beach,
He
just like
climbs out of the water.
soaking fucking wet.
But he was still in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the thing where he's like 5 miles to the fucking west, but he goes east around the whole world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stopped off in India.
There's like even right before he gets to Ahab's cabin, there's a shot of him drinking water from a river, and he's got a full-blown Grizzly Adams beard. And then the next scene, it's just fucking gone.
When is that?
It's when he's going to find Ahab at the cabin.
He sharpened his cross and
I think
shit.
I was
Yeah.
during that part.
It was fucking. But anyway, they find his sister. Sister is leaving the strip club.
What's the
And-
sister's name?
Well, her stripper name is Lynx,
It's Chelsea.
and her real name is Chelsea.
Which, come on.
You guys
No,
are so-
no parents would give one kid a weird ass name and the other kid just a regular ass name. It doesn't happen. You either have weird ass parents or you have regular ass parents.
Obviously, their parents are weird because,
Well, my name's
of the incest.
Adrian, and then my brother's names are Andrew and Corey.
Nope.
To be fair,
Here's something.
2 sets of parents.
Same mom. She
Same
got
mom.
to decide everything. Except my name. She wouldn't name me Jason. My grandma named me.
Like I said, your mom's pretty controlling.
Yeah.
Hey, phone's off.
It's off. It's totally off.
I can
It's a
see
lie.
it glowing on your face.
The lie detector turned.
Are you bored, Daniel? I'm
No.
sorry you're bored.
Nope. Sorry.
Well, anyway,
The whole point of the podcast is because we're supposed to put our phones away and talk as friends.
It's just this movie was so intense with so many dicks being cut off.
That's why we're gonna
I'm
talk
just
about
fucking
all the dicks.
traumatized.
Yeah,
I'm trying to put some light in my life.
Happy
I
because
feel like it's
this, I'm
weird.
gonna have nightmares.
I feel like it's weird that the chicks are more traumatized by the dicks getting cut off than the dudes.
It's not a
It's an
personal
empathy thing. I'm
It's just
scared.
That's fucked up.
Like,
And
I
if
felt
you guys
it
aren't-
deep in my soul.
if you
You
but
guys don't have to worry about your dicks
If you
getting
guys aren't
chopped
sure,
off. Us three
or if you
do.
don't remember, he chopped a titty off in the beginning.
That's right.
But it was a man titty.
I
He
actually- oh, it was a man
chainsawed
titty.
a
It
girl's
was a man titty.
mouth in half. So
That was a man.
And also,
This
Oh,
movie
stripper.
is super feminist and
didn't-
violent against
Yeah.
men. So
first of all, you guys don't have to worry about that.
And it was a
'cause
guy doing
You're not
it,
at
not a
seedy
girl.
strip clubs stripping, so you don't have to worry about a dude coming into
But
that.
if I needed a career change, now I'm fucking scared. So
well, was
yes,
your,
I do
was
have
your
to worry about
first
it.
option for career change strip club?
Yes, there's a lot of money in that.
There is. There actually is. You pay your way through college. Or so I've heard.
Nursing school, you know.
We've all been
that.
there, right?
Yeah.
I
don't think we've all been there.
Film school.
No, definitely not me.
We've all stripped to get through something, you know.
Speak for yourself, strip master.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
honestly think you're the only one of us here that's
I know. Have you
actually
ever made
done
$1 off
a
of
strip
stripping?
show. So,
I think I heard Gunnar, when they introduced that first guy, say, my nickname was Twink.
I actually did say that. My nickname was Twink back in my tootin' days.
You farted a lot? Or what?
Not prostituting. I just didn't want to say the whole fucking
No,
word.
he did Brazilian fart porn.
Yeah.
Farted
I
on
did
rich-
that too. I've been in a lot of weird places.
Yeah,
Did it
Gunnar
sound like
was
that?
in a
Blue's
Cake Fart
Clues?
fucking film.
I was actually the creator of Cake Farts.
Oh my god.
I won't show you guys the video and spare you that. So
Well, anyway, Chelsea runs into Sum 41 and his pimp,
They got
and
a gig down the
Walnut.
street.
Dane.
Walnut,
Walnut.
or Dane.
The man on the couch.
yeah, it's definitely Dane.
And they go back to Chelsea's apartment because Sum 41's all freaking out because he witnessed the fuckman kill someone. So he's like, he's gonna come after me. And then the lights go out and the fuckman shows up, fucking slits his pimp's throat, and then bites his fucking dick in half.
And we've all been there.
Slowly,
It's
though.
slow.
Because it was like a stretchy
Yeah,
part,
he-
like mozzarella cheese. When you pull a slice of pizza out of the fucking perfect pie and the cheese just pulls
Yeah,
with it. That's what happened to his dick. It was
Yeah.
so
It was a very
gross.
stringy
Ugh.
penis.
I don't understand why that happened. He must have a high fiber diet. It freaks me out. There was
Does that
too
affect
much.
things?
Wait,
I
mean,
watch my fiber
hang on,
intake.
I would
hang on.
assume.
Does high fiber make your dick all fucking stretchy and
You want to
stringy?
find out?
High fiber makes you take way firmer shit. Dude. I don't think it has anything to do with string dick.
It has to do with the penis because I have a low fiber diet.
And I have erectile dysfunction.
You know when you leave like a bike tube out in the sun and when you try to pull it, it just kind of rips apart?
Oh yeah.
The fuck?
What happens to your dick?
He's so stupid.
Can you confirm?
I'm
No,
so
'cause
sad.
He's lying. He's trolling you guys.
Damn, it really
So
had me going
stupid.
there
Why
for a
would you
second.
say that?
His dick is broken.
Yeah, if my dick ripped every time I got an erection, I'd be the happiest man in the fucking world.
I wouldn't be upset.
What?
I wouldn't have.
Why would that be happy? I'd be.
That was
Why wouldn't it be happy?
Okay.
You could get sympathy laid by everybody.
But it would burn every time, an open
Oh,
wound.
no, that wouldn't be good. No.
Ooh.
No.
Anyway,
Ever had
No.
dick wounds, but
Yeah, if
they're
you have a
not
dick
fun.
wound, you don't want to have juice in it.
no.
We've all been there.
Or spermicide, it's like having like fucking bleach on your fucking penis. Like from a fucking condom.
Suicide.
Like
Yeah.
I have nicked
The
the tip
moral
of my
of the
penis
story is
and
don't wear condoms. Right?
Right.
Right?
That's what I got out of
Fuck
the movie.
condoms.
Alright, well, anyway.
So what's that yellow stuff that comes out after the cum? Is that pus?
Oh god, what is happening?
I think it's puss. But
Oh.
it's pronounced puss. I'm
It's-
sure.
Kubasa.
Yes, that.
Good old Kubasa.
Yeah, so Walnut the pimp is all talking shit to Chelsea, and she's like, "You better watch your mouth around me, or I'm gonna turn your dick into kubasa."
They should make it say kielbasa. Right?
Yeah,
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa.
I don't know what she was saying because we tried to Google it and everybody came up with a different answer.
Kielbasa is actually a Mexican Tupperware company.
And a weird drum thingy.
That
And the
weird little
drum.
thing with the beads on it.
Yeah,
that
it's
you
the... that
They
thing.
can't see me.
That would hurt on a
Ribbed
penis.
for her
Yeah.
pleasure.
I mean, but if she made his dick into a
I
Tupperware,
don't know.
that would suck too.
or skin drum.
Or a drum. Or
Skindrome? Is that the new Incredibles?
Skin drum.
Where's my super skin drone?
But anyway, Ahab shows up after a Walnut gets told he's gonna be turned into fucking.
Everybody else has an entertaining name.
Yeah,
that's his name. That was his
yeah,
real name.
his name's Walnut.
I know.
Because Walnut is
Why?
like, it's inviting and friendly.
Yeah.
He wasn't very inviting or friendly.
But
Or maybe he busts a nut while he lays up against a wall.
That's true.
So he must be Walnut.
And they did
Because
have...
he is like a hooker.
They
Or he's
did
a pimp.
reference
He's a
that
pimp.
'cause
He's a pimp.
somebody fucked somebody against a wall in this movie. So I think that was like, I
Walnut.
remember Walnut.
Hashtag Walnut.
That was a good night.
What's that?
That's a meme face. But Walnut.
What's that?
Yes.
It's food.
Fuck you!
Oh!
All
Not
right.
what I thought.
A couple of those did happen.
Fuck your dick. I'm gonna bite it off.
A lot of this happened.
That's nasty.
Yes, it is a nasty movie.
Yeah, thanks for
But
bringing that up.
one of the funniest parts happens shortly after Walnut gets killed when Ahab shows up. And he's talking to his sister and Twink. And the cop starts knocking on the door. And they have to put on disguises to get out.
And he has a piece of paper that's an eyeball over his iPad.
They're wearing dresses and fucking blonde wigs. One of them has a full-on fucking beard, and he just tapes a piece of paper that has an eye on it
That's
over his eye patch, and they just walk out, and the cop's just like, "Oh, lovely friends."
Superiors.
They did not Zoidberg out of there, but
Can you grab me one, dude, please?
Me.
all right. So what do you guys?
Yeah, it was a fantastic scene.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that.
You guys need to do more talking.
Oh yeah, I think he was more like
Alright,
make
beer's
room for
passing
it so we
out.
can set it down.
Beer's passing
Just put
out.
a reserve behind the laptop.
Alright, I made some space.
No, don't close that.
No, this is as far as it's going. I know.
Couple reserves.
Oh, okay, that's the reserve.
Alright, there we go. I took yours.
I took beers.
And we're back
And we're back.
from our quick beer break.
Beer.
Wait, everybody open theirs at the same time.
Alright, ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Kobe!
Sick. You said Toby?
Kobe. And then this one.
That was pretty good timed.
Alright, so after they walked out in their disguises,
Yes.
what was next?
They get in their car and they're driving around.
And they talk about the tree for a while.
They talk about the tree.
And the syrup.
The syrup, and he gets so offended.
It looked like a tree.
That's really rude, dude.
That's a mean thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he like goes on a rant for like 3 minutes about how syrup, if you let it sit for too long, it starts to ferment and it becomes awful. And the priest starts misinterpreting it and saying like, "So are you the tree? And is your sister the syrup? Or what's going on there?" And they have like an argument about the semantics of what he meant. For like it
So-
goes on for
no.
3 to 5 minutes. It was fucking excellent.
I have a thought about that. All right, when I saw that there was 5 screenwriters, I bet you one dude, that's the only thing that made into his movie, that dialogue he wrote, and they're like, okay, you get one Seinfeld dialogue scene. Because everything you're writing is a bunch of fucking Seinfeld misinterpretation scenes between friends. We'll give you this one. He's like, cool, I get a writer's credit. He's probably the last writer on there because
And
he did the least amount of work.
It was the only time that happened in the movie.
Yes.
So
I would like some
I
more
can see that.
Seinfeld misunderstanding.
That's the shit that I like about cheesy horror movies is when dumb
Without
shit
being
like that
racist,
happens.
Jewish comedy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
Jews
linguistic
run the
comedy.
comedy
Yeah,
world.
it's
Let's
really
be real here.
It's zingy. And it's
misinterpreting.
back and forth.
Yeah,
Yes.
misinterpreting analogies to each other. Like, would you call me? No, I'm saying you're like a dog with a bone.
Yeah.
Did you call me a bitch? I love writing that type of comedy. So just wait for our
January.
Purple Tongue Productions 30-minute short Western horror ridiculous comedy film that I'm gonna write.
Happening.
And then I'm going to make Robin walk around in the fucking desert wash with his duster on and a cowboy hat the whole time.
So it's just going to be the
Oh,
NCR
man, in
Ranger
the
that he
middle of
cosplayed
summer.
as.
No, it's
too.
going to be done like February. We're going to do
Oh,
it.
alright.
So
You said January.
no, I'll finish the
when the
script.
script
We got to
will be
get the
done.
budget set up, all the casting done.
I'm starting the budget now.
Things
We
do
gotta-
not just happen instantly.
I'm starting the
The
budget
script will be
tomorrow.
We
there
gotta go-
has to be rehearsals.
we have to go location scouting. To
I'm
make
starting
locations.
that.
scouting, and then it takes a while to film.
We know
And then
these
you gotta go
things.
And then you have to edit.
We know.
It'll be out like
But that's the thing.
October
we have a
next
game
year.
plan. You're starting in January. You said you promised a script, which means that from now until January, Samantha and I will be location scouting, setting up a budget,
Well, I'll let you know
getting,
this.
getting schedules going.
You can't do that till it's
Getting
Doing
script's done.
multiple things at once for a project, that sounds crazy.
And first,
Whoa, how dare you be an independent filmmaker?
you can't do location scouting until the script's done. And Gunnar, you're gonna have to do a series of illustrations for the intro
We'll do
credits.
location
where it,
scouts
like,
that will
goes
be inspiring. Maybe we find a location that you really like and you write it
Find a
into your
warehouse
fucking
where you can
script.
film
Okay, that's
everything.
fine. You go location scouting.
Come with us. Anyway, moving on.
Anyways, it's gonna be called The Good, Bad, and Stupid.
Can I be the stupid?
Robin's a stupid.
Damn it. Who am I? Can I be the bad?
Huh?
Can I be the bad?
He's the good, bad, and stupid.
He's all of them.
Damn
But you guys are all people on his quest. I already have this idea all set out.
I want to be the poster.
He's just gonna have to interact
Now.
with every single one of you guys in his own way, and it's gonna be like Cannibal the Musical in a way without the musical part. But he constantly keeps running into groups of people and people that he has to interact with.
I like that the wheels are turning already.
Oh, I already have.
He does have
None of that has happened in this movie, guys.
So they're talking about
Tangent.
syrup.
Yes,
Syrup in
syrup.
the car.
Sorry.
No, syrup, because they're Canadian and that's how they say
Oh
it.
yeah, syrup.
Talking about this? How's it racist? They're fucking a human race.
They're a bunch
There's
of
no
nuts.
racism here. They're human.
That's a
Yeah, the whole
nationality.
time he's like, get rid of the airport. The Maple Leafs are playing tomorrow.
I need to get back to the syrup because it'll ferment.
I'm having withdrawals.
If I let it ferment, it'll go bad. Just like your sister?
But we should
What are you talking about?
should probably make
Why would
note
you
that it's
say
not
that to me?
actual syrup
He's
because
like, oh,
it
wait.
wasn't a maple tree, right? You brought that up.
It's
Yes.
not a maple.
It was like a weird, oak
when
tree.
he goes to tap the tree, he's like, "Yeah, I'm about to make maple syrup," and the priest says,
It's not a maple tree.
That's not a maple tree." He's like, "Then what the hell have I been making syrup out of?" Which great comedy in this movie, guys.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
just good fucking weird one-liners and fucking puns.
It was a pretty funny movie.
It's a fucking funny ass
It was
movie.
It was self-aware funny.
Yes.
It wasn't funny because it was bad.
If Adult Swim was
Wasn't
allowed to make,
ironically funny.
if Adult Swim was allowed to make a feature-length film with all the gore and sexual references they wanted and nudity, this is what that movie is. Because it would look like it looked like a Tim and Eric sketch that was an hour and a half long with boobs and gore.
Yeah.
Is really what it was.
Yeah.
It was a Tim and Eric sketch with boobs and gore.
I wish I would have thought about that when I was watching it because I was literally just terrified.
I heard Danielle
wanting to
gagging
throw-
a couple of
we
times.
That was the
like,
penis cutting
We
part.
were
Yeah.
both gagging. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even watch.
I go into all horror movies assuming they're going to be fucking hilarious. Like,
I don't know.
Most of them are.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been scared by a horror movie, and they're all ridiculous. But the ones that are self-aware of how fucking ridiculous the shit they're doing is, that's the best.
That's
I
part.
what
feel
makes it
like
great.
I don't care how self-aware it was. It literally reminded me of a 2-hour-long cattle decapitation. Is that the
Cattle
name?
decapitation video?
Decapitation, yeah.
Music video.
Like
and
gender
I literally
reassignment surgery. Is that the name of the
cannot
song?
watch
Yeah,
that music
yeah.
video. Adrian's like, this is the greatest music video. No, it's terrible.
Dude, the practical
I
effects in
hate
that,
it.
because they're not really sticking
No,
a
but,
drill of a dildo up someone's butt, but it makes you believe it
A
is.
drill toe.
A drill dough. That is the name of my grindcore band.
That's cool.
Anyway,
Mine's
I don't know,
American.
the movie was
So
Back to the movie. And
Whatever I found. on
What
the
happened
counter.
next?
Was it Roosevelt?
Roo-rah.
No.
so
It was
much shit
body
happens in this movie that it's hard to go
Smells so good.
in order and remember everything correctly.
No, you
it
need to.
definitely
But,
felt longer
you need to
than
know
an
these
hour
things.
and a half.
Yeah, it definitely
It's-
feels longer than an hour and a half.
What's the
but
next-
So much fucking happens.
That's fair.
What's the next big thing that happens?
So the next big thing that
Get
happens
a piece of paper and write
is,
notes if you need to talk.
is the strip club death scene
That was a good one.
where the fuckman
Chainsaw?
goes to the fucking strip club. He fucking blasts Sleazy Mary in the fucking chest.
Fucking mayhems that one chick.
Sleazy
Yeah.
Mary.
That's her name, Sleazy Mary.
Hmm.
And then fucking, he walks in the back, and Chelsea's listening to her, to music on her headphones. So obviously she can't hear a chainsaw.
She's painting her toenails gold, and then when we see it again, she's
They're,
painting them
they're
red.
red. And her friend
She saw red.
pulls out her chainsaw because all strippers have chainsaws and starts fighting the
Accurate.
fuckman. And the fuckman,
Fuckman is John Wayne Dahmer to remind everybody.
John Wayne Dahmer,
Continuity.
knocks the chainsaw out of her hand, and then she picks up dildos and starts fucking smacking them with them and fucking throwing
Hold
them.
on. Reenact the scene as the characters. The best of your memory. With voices.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, it's literally just a
No,
lot
hold
of
on, hold on.
screaming.
No.
You're not allowed back.
No.
You're not allowed back here. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Wow, that's a
Take
really
this
good
fucking
change.
dick, fucking blah, blah, blah. And then her head gets fucking chopped off.
I don't remember saying take this.
Her head doesn't get chopped off. He pushes her open mouth onto the running
Yeah, she
saw blade.
gets jokered.
He like does a mix between giving her a Chelsea grin and fucking American History X curb stomping her
Yes.
onto a chainsaw.
Yes. But her head does come off.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Well, I mean,
when they show the body afterwards, from the top jaw up is just not there.
True. But her boobs are still there.
why didn't he
her
try to
hand.
give Chelsea a Chelsea
They
girl?
did not
Speaking
move
of-
the whole time.
There were lots of boobs in this movie.
Oh.
There were tons
Tons of
and they were all
Tons
really
of
nice
boobs.
ones.
Yes.
So
And there was bloody boobs.
And there was dicks
the best
and
kind of
man butt too.
Lots of dick. Dick in the swimming pool.
Yep.
And
Dick in the forest.
Twink's shiny dick in the forest.
Shiny dick.
True.
There was lots of everything.
His head his head just recently got polished.
No, that
I
wasn't.
will say that
like a doorknob.
that wasn't.
the
That
hottest
wasn't
album.
Twink in the forest. That was the priest.
That was the priest. That's right.
Because they wake up after eating the toxic
Yeah,
berries.
because he's
but
not
right.
bashed his
Oh.
head.
yeah.
But then you also see
Butthole.
Gooch and Ballsack
Yes,
with John Wayne Dahmer fucking that dude in the ass.
I
Yes.
straight up saw
Which
his
time?
you.
chocolate star. I
Hey,
saw his
but-
butthole.
But there was a Ballsack
Clearly,
dangling.
there
I thought
Yeah,
you were gonna
there-
say chocolate.
It was slapping.
It's like, nice.
It was slapping
Chocolates.
some. It was slapping some hairy man meat.
Oh, yeah.
While he's
Yeah, it
being
was-
chocolate.
while
I
he's
think I
being
threw up a little
praised by a cultist, which is you think it's just a fucking random dude going around killing them up until that part where he's literally being like prayed to by a cultist saying
And
hail the fuck man.
this is when the cult comes in.
Yes. Yeah.
The plot thickens. It's not just a rapist.
Now we know.
The plot turned into
72
porridge.
p.m.
It didn't just thicken.
And then
It turned into porridge. Is that what you said?
Oh, what? That's the best.
and
That was
then
a fucking
It got
bolo,
too
okay,
thick.
let's be
She
honest.
said,
but-
hey.
You know what? Okay, real quick side note. So, I submitted that story to that weird steampunk thing, right? And there's a sentence where I mentioned porridge in it. And after I wrote that, I was all, "When's the last fucking time anyone mentioned porridge?" And I just submitted it 2 days ago, and then she says it turned into porridge. I was like, I haven't heard the word
I
porridge in
say
like
it all the
15
time at work
years.
when the
What
soup
is that
thickens
called?
too much.
Onomatopoeia or some shit like that. When you
Onomatopoeia
say
is the spelling.
Words that describe a sound.
Yes.
Oh, well then
So,
what is the
Um,
phrase I'm looking for that describes when a word
like a manifest.
there's like a
But
word.
to be honest, I say porridge a lot at work because
I don't
a
work
lot
with
of
you.
times, like
You work
soup-
with old people.
A lot of times, soup
They know
will
what
turn
porridge
into
is.
like a sludge, like porridge type
I
thing,
don't
like
think I've ever
gelatinous.
even had porridge before.
Like a good old
So-
split piece.
So
soup
what
is
should have
way
been
too
like
thick.
a beef
old.
and rice turns into like fucking porridge, and I have to like put hot water in it. Yeah,
I love
don't.
beef porridge.
Beef.
Don't
porridge.
let me get old. You promise as my
We're gonna-
bestie
yeah,
you're
we're
gonna fucking
find
take
that
me out.
Fucking fountain of youth.
I thought
Suicide
it was
pact.
Fuckman. He was coming
It
to
just
bite your
opened the
zipper
door.
dick off.
This movie had more of an effect on people than I expected.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sleep.
That's
Well,
because
anyway.
every movie he's brought over has been shit.
This one
That's
was
not
great.
true.
This one was still shit.
Oh.
What about Demons? Y'all love
That
Demons.
has
Demons
great
was great.
soundtrack. Mhm.
Well, Demons was still good because that is the
It
quintessential
was hilarious.
horror B movie I want. I want stupid people stuck in an area with zombies or demons or fucking whatever attacking them, and it make no sense, but just excuses to use fucking gore.
Yeah.
Of course, there's plot and everything, but that's what I
And
want.
the
This
stuff
one
that
was
coming
just
out of their
so.
body was like green and stuff.
This
for humans.
this one
In
was
that
your
movie.
cliche trauma film. There's just
Yes.
way too much shit going on.
See, I like
All
the
the time.
all over the place, just ridiculous bullshit. Like my favorite horror movie is Hobo with a Shotgun.
I love
because
that.
It's just absurd.
That's
That's a
actually
great movie,
that's actually
but-
very well
That's a
written.
It is.
Very well acted.
Super.
Yeah,
good.
so
Everything
is this.
you can follow the story. This one, the story is
I mean,
like
you can
Father's
follow
Day
the
is a
story
comedy.
in this too.
You can, but it's
Granted,
like-
we were talking a lot, so it's probably hard.
but it's still like And also, I got my attention during Hobo with a Shotgun because fucking Ricky from fucking Trailer Park Boys
Yeah.
gets his head fucking ran over
and then
or
chicks
cut
in
off
white
or whatever.
bikinis start dancing in the blood spray.
In the first fucking
So like
scene,
an
I was
ice
like, all
skating,
right.
right?
Yeah, it's like fucking killing.
I remember
It's
that
like getting two boats first
He
stoned at
gets
once.
decapitated because he falls in the manhole, and they
His head's sticking
tie.
out.
They
Well, no.
fucking tie.
No, they stick him in the man.
They-
Yeah,
put
they
him in
stick,
the
and
manhole.
then they tie the rope around his
Yeah.
neck, and then fucking
Who did
drive
one
off.
with an ice skate in a kitchen?
They fucking
Oh, that
like a
That was
karate
Mr.
fight.
It was
That
Mr.
was-
Pink.
That was
Mr. P.
not Slick, but the other brother.
Well, that was the scene I was thinking of.
The-
Anywho.
Yeah. Anyway, but then after where were we?
No, I don't know, 'cause the movie's all
The
over
priest,
the
the priest trekked through the forest and got
No,
to.
We're way past that.
So
No,
I think
fuck
the
it.
last
So
thing we talked
confused.
about was the strip club.
Fuckman
Oh,
came to
the strip club murders. And The greatest scene, Sleazy Mary, Ahab shows up. Sleazy Mary's like bleeding to death from
Oh yeah,
shotgun
she's
blast.
just been on the floor the whole time,
just
and she
laying
knows
on the
the
ground,
truck
coughing
was
up
white
blood.
and it was headed east.
Yep. She
While she's on the
tells.
fucking ground
most
with a
people would.
no-windowed room.
I must have peed in that
Dying.
moment.
He walked in and shot her right in the stomach with a shotgun.
Yeah.
He did.
She's like, what the? That's some fucking.
And
That's some Unreal Tournament shit.
Ahab is trying to figure out what happened to his sister, and she's like, "Kiss me, and I'll tell you." And he's like, "Oh no, gross!" Like, and she's like coughing blood up
She's coughing
everywhere.
up like Hershey's syrup the entire time. It's like dark brown.
And then she like forces him to kiss her. Like he doesn't even want to do it, but she like grabs his head and just shoves it into her.
And then she's all, he headed east on the 93 and then took a right at this place.
With a white truck. Like he stopped on the way out with her over the shoulder. Hey, I got a white truck out there. I'm gonna be heading east. Had a good life.
And
See
then
you
the
later.
car,
Like,
then the
what?
car chase ensues, where they all did their own stunts. By the way, obviously, because
Wow.
they're super low
Well,
budget. They
Yeah,
have
they
to.
couldn't afford.
Yeah, they couldn't. They can't afford stunt.
They were also going like 5 miles per hour and sped up the film.
Yeah.
But
To be
also,
fair, their blood budget.
Actually,
was
no.
probably
Like when
fucking
when
You
you
know what?
watch the documentary of how it got made,
Oh God, you watched the documentary?
there's a documentary.
How many,
it's a behind the scenes.
how many gallons of blood
that's the
did they
next
use?
episode.
I don't know.
Oh, here's
I'm gonna have
quick fact, Gunnar.
So
How many gallons of blood do you think they used in Starship Troopers?
Oh Jesus Christ!
probably
All right,
like
hang no,
fucking
hang, but
2000.
17. Only
But
17.
before you answer,
Here,
no
here.
one gives a shit about Starship Troopers.
Everybody gives
Anyway,
a shit about Starship Troopers.
back
I have a
in
question.
bad-
That's why Gunnar and I are starting Starship Troopers cast.
I have a question.
We're going to talk about Starship Troopers every day.
What's your question?
When they went into the strip club
Yes.
and the whole chainsaw chick gets her head fucked up,
Yeah.
that happened at night. It was nighttime when they walked
Yes.
into the
Oh, yeah,
fucking
towards
strip club.
daytime.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then it goes to daytime.
they're in a car pursuit, a car chase, and it's fucking broad daylight, maybe like 8 in the morning. The sun is indicating that it is early. It's before noon.
Danielle?
So how?
It could have
knew
been
they were
3 to
gonna do
4
that. That
a.m.
was-
when they went in the
That's
strip
the
club.
film. That they wanted it
You,
to be like an
you
old
do
80s
realize
film.
this is a purposely made to be bad movie.
Yeah, it's tongue in cheek.
I do realize
I
that. It's
cannot
been
with
said.
you guys
And then-
mansplaining this movie so many times
Well,
to
stop
us.
asking why things are happening.
No,
because
it's
that
not-
is why it's
that you-
happening.
you
They're
literally-
happening just because.
You literally
there
think
is
we
no
don't get
rhyme or
that?
reason.
We totally get it, but can we not question? There are questions.
I got
we know.
Oh, you guys are more than welcome
Every
to
time,
question.
every time you would tell us it was made to look that way, we would just look at each other like, no fucking shit. They really didn't. They really just
Why is
decided
that
to
guy's
be
contact
horrible.
so
Well,
obviously white?
To be
Because
fair,
Sam
there
is
are horror
blind,
movies.
and they wanted it to be.
There are horror movies that are
No
trying
way.
to be serious that were made very fucking poorly,
Well,
and they weren't intentionally doing it.
Understandable, but
Like
this,
Phenomena, like the
from
movie we watched last
second-
week. He's
From
trying
the
to make that
second this
serious.
movie started, you could tell it was horribly made on purpose.
Yes.
We all knew it, and you guys
Then
with
where
your
are these
big
questions
zipper
coming
dicks
from?
would
You
just
guys,
be like,
that's Robin.
it was meant to be this way, and we'd be like,
The only thing I said
way.
was that blind people traditionally have milky eyes.
They do. They do.
That is the only
Traditionally.
thing I said.
They do.
That's like
Okay.
the traditional blind person stereotype.
and please don't say the word milky. It's just so
no.
ugly. It's like moist.
Those were like bright white, and it was fucking.
And first of all,
stupid.
you guys are the ones that produce milk, so you shouldn't be grossed out by it.
Work in a fucking old people
Shush,
home,
don't
and
tell our
blind
secret.
people are not milky white eyed like that at all.
They're not, but the traditional
Do you know what a
depiction
cataract?
is
A
just milky,
cataract
gross
looks like
eyes.
a little mirror that's jumping around in someone's eyeball.
Ooh,
It
I
does.
don't like that.
That's what it looks like.
Ooh, I don't want to see that.
No.
And don't you talk about our titty milk, because that is
It's the best kind of milk.
reserved.
That's the best kind of milk.
We're
You
not
know what?
talking. It is.
I'm all types of lactose intolerant, not that kind, though.
Just
Yeah.
like sugar water.
That's not
if you
real
wanna know.
lactose because it comes from a human woman. So
If you ever get the chance to taste some titty milk, do it because it's great.
She's fucking lying to you.
And then
Bullshit! I had titty milk. I know what it tastes like. It tastes like sugar
I
water.
drank my own.
I did.
I think that if I were to be
if
breastfeeding,
you
I would
had
try it.
tits that
Absolutely.
leaked, would you not like lift it up and lick it?
I would be like, I wonder what the
I
hell
totally
this tastes
would.
Would you put it in
I
a cup? And
absolutely would suck my own
fuck
tit.
yeah!
Well, I don't think I
It
would
tastes
suck my
like
own.
sugar
Oh no, I'd suck it
water.
out. I'd suck it out
It
for sure.
tastes like a Starburst that you melt that you let sit in water.
Yeah.
It tastes like sugar.
No, I don't know about that.
Hey, all you
but,
moms out there,
Get her done.
get her done. Giggity.
Taste your sister's titty milk.
Can we-
Not your sister's, unless you're
My sister's tit
What's
milk
his name?
was great.
Ahab. Ahab, go ahead and
Hang
get
on,
on that Chelsea tit.
hang on.
What's next?
Spoiler
What's next,
alert.
Robin?
Oh shit!
Next,
This whole thing's a spoiler alert. This whole thing.
the next thing
Sorry.
that happens.
It's a spoiler for the spoiler podcast.
Tell them about the titties.
The next thing,
The
Robin.
next thing that happens is the movie's intermission.
Oh,
Oh,
Star Raiders.
Which
Star Raiders.
Hold on.
being our internet.
Star Raiders. Okay, and that is a movie that I would like to stick my zipper dick in.
Here we go, guys. Ready?
good to know your dick is in a constant state of zipper.
If I had a dick, I would absolutely
ride at the
zip
fair.
it just to see what you went through.
Oh,
Like,
it
I would
sucks.
make sure we did it right now. You know how we all rubbed some shit on our body parts that one night? Well, I would do this for you. I would zip my dick.
I
Here we
wasn't
go.
there for that. I only use natural.
I would make sure it was the pee hole part of the dick,
Spit.
too.
This is here we
Good
go.
shit.
Star Raiders. The best part of Father's Day was this trailer.
It's a very
Astron
visually
6's
stimulating
late night
trailer.
movie
Bric-a-brac.
will return in a moment. Coming up at 3. In the year 1999, the universe is at war, and it's up to Captain Blake Star to save it in Star Raiders.
I knew you would save me, Blake. Star.
Blake Star. Ew.
That's my favorite part. Of the movie, that they didn't have
Her and I were just cracking up. None of it made any sense.
Right here.
She like waits for the laser.
Woman.
So how inspired by Kung Pao do you think this thing is?
I don't know.
Because it's like the same tongue-in-cheek, like,
Yeah.
this is stupid.
It's the
Here
same
you go.
chewed off dick and
Now our
man
intermission.
anus.
All right. Now our intermission.
Sweet, I need that.
There's echo. Somebody smells like
It's
That's
not,
me.
the trailer's not over, guys.
Oh, it's not over. Adrian and I will watch the last 6 seconds.
Hold on, Gunnar. We have to talk right now.
All right.
And we're back.
Hey, I edit these things.
The movie intermission and our intermission. Now we get to the point where
we wrap it up.
Ahab.
Well, no, wait, they have to go to hell first.
Yeah.
Oh, the most unnecessary
Spoiler alert.
scene.
They have to go to hell
It's
first.
very
It's pretty
necessary.
necessary.
it's not.
For the end of the movie, it's pretty necessary.
Yeah, it's the whole fucking
They could
point.
have ended it at we found the book.
It's a monkey.
No,
She
because
was possessed.
she needed to be Leia.
Yeah.
She did.
I guess
That
the
was
whole
It's every
thing was-
the
dude's
Star
fantasy.
Wars tribute was the reason they wrote
It's every dude's
Wait,
fantasy.
hey.
Is this Dune?
Oh, sorry. Continue.
And Ahab saves his sister. They take her to the hospital, and they're sitting there. They think they have killed the fuckman. Everyone's going through their own like personal issues. Like Twink's trying to not be gay, and he's having sex with strippers or prostitutes, and they're like, "Yeah, you're definitely gay." Ahab's just getting drunk. Then you see a scene of the priest and fucking Twink in bed together, and then Ahab's sister
That was the best part of the whole movie.
wakes
actually.
up.
takes the cover.
We knew
out.
it.
Yeah,
We knew
Ahab's
it.
sister wakes up in the hospital and knocks on the door as the priest is trying to tell him that there's something wrong with his sister and she's possessed.
They fuck.
And then there's the brother sister sex scene.
Which was
Hell,
all
I
in
like
there.
you. You
It
can
was-
come over to my house and fuck my sister.
Oh, Jesus.
Except this dude is fucking his own sister.
And it went on forever. It
Yes,
showed
it is.
every
In every
possible
They
position.
had the Kama Sutra book out.
This was the part where somebody fucked someone up against the wall.
Yes.
Throwback to an earlier comment.
Like this.
Have you ever tried to do that?
It's really hard.
That's very difficult.
It is.
For you, maybe.
I don't have
You just
strong.
get to be propped up. We're like, yeah, Gunnar. Hold me against this wall.
On a good night, it can happen. But I've had a meniscus surgery.
Jesus Christ. Let me get my knee brace on, baby.
Yeah. It happens, man. Like, the shit locks up, okay? I have a hard time riding my
I put
bike.
ice into my knee all
Like-
day. Are you ready?
You know, it is an injury that can cause some sexual frustration sometimes.
When you
Okay.
want to put her up against a wall.
Yeah.
It should just
That's how I blew out my knee, actually.
We've all been there.
Was putting an undescribed her against the wall. So, you know.
It's trying to suck your own dick how you blew out your back.
No, the way you do that is you put your feet on the wall and walk down the wall. Jesus fucking Christ.
Is this a Jamiroquai video? Virtual insanity.
Anyway, yeah, he fucks his sister.
Yes. He impregnates her.
It's kind of hot. Let's be real.
And then
Priest, get an abortion.
His sister was hot, though. His sister was the hottest girl in the whole movie.
I mean,
It's like the only girl.
he tried to fight it, and then
The only girl, there was like
The only
900
girl
topless
lying,
girls.
so the girl
To be fair, he
Yeah,
tried
they're-
to fight it for like half a second, and then he's like, "Yeah, this is happening."
Don't do it. Okay.
Then he
like-
told her how to unzip his pants properly.
Yeah.
He was like, no, we can't do this. Make sure you take the button off and then unzip.
It's a button fly.
It's a fun
Yes, there you go.
Well,
That's
first of
what
all,
it
it
was.
was a scene from Sarah Marshall where he's like, no, and then the dick enters the mouth, and he's like, okay, well maybe
Oh, this
When
is
he gets-
post Sarah Marshall.
when he gets back with his fucking ex, when he gets back with Sarah Marshall, yeah, he's like, we can't do this, and she's like, just let me fuck it,
For just a second.
just a second.
And then
It's like, why can't you get
he
hard?
wakes up and there's a cultist surrounding him, getting ready to stab him. And Twink and the priest bust in the door, fucking guns ready, and unload
On one of them.
on an ungodly amount of ammo
So easily. That
into
guy's got the
one
strongest wrist
person.
ever.
But
Right?
not just,
There's like 4 of them, and they only shoot one of them to death
but
with hundreds of rounds.
they were shooting
3 left.
pistols, but they were like automatic,
Yeah.
fucking
No kickback at all.
just bullets flying as if it was like a fucking machine gun, but they were just handguns. Like, there's no
Yeah,
fucking way.
I don't know if I would have liked it more if they had only shot at the one dude and that's what it showed, and then all of them were dead, or if I like it more the way they did it, where they were shooting at the one guy and unloaded multiple clips, and then there were still 3 dudes left.
And you just keep showing the guy like,
Because both ways are good.
And then
I might like it the other way. That's actually pretty genius. They just shoot one guy and then all of a sudden everyone's dead. That's
Idea.
perfect.
Because of
very
Ricochet.
clearly the dude on the left side of the bed.
Yes.
Like
Right.
in every shot.
movie idea.
Perfect.
I could write that in where you just
Put
shoot
it
the
in-
shit out of one dude and then like there's 30 people laying on the ground.
Put it in
It's just
the
like one clip of the one dude just falling backwards the whole time, and then everyone's dead.
and then
Or he has 2 guns, and you're shooting them, and as you're
Or
shooting,
he
he
does
just
the
starts
thing,
shooting
like,
everybody else.
From Scary Movie where he's like the guy from Scream's like, I'm gonna slash and gash
And just
cut a
kills
hole in
everybody
the throat.
when he's rapping.
Fuck him like a goat.
Yeah.
Chicka, 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 and he's like flailing his knife around and he's like,
Everyone's
peace,
dead.
and everybody's dead. I'm glad I know that whole.
Please rap it for us.
Does he actually say Durka Durka Durka?
I couldn't remember that part.
and then they start actually like hand to hand fight the people. One gets shot, and Mark gets shot,
In
who's
the
one
eye.
of the cops,
And then Skittles.
and then Stiegel.
Stiegel, sorry.
Stiegel or Spiegel, something like that.
Smeagol.
Can we call him Smeagol?
Maybe yes, Smeagol. We'll call him Smeagol.
He takes his hood off.
My precious.
And fucking Smeagol, one of the other cop
my
from
God.
earlier who was interviewing Twink, you realize they're
Busey?
part of the Fuckmanicus cult.
Yeah, he looked like Jake Busey with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And not to make fun of Down syndrome or Jake Busey, because I love both of them.
And
I
then
do love Down syndrome.
and,
Me too.
and then
We should all just chime in on that.
Shut up, guys.
I was trying to drink my beer when you said that.
and then Chelsea disappears. It's just the dudes, and then she reappears with fucking lightning boobies. And
Well,
shit.
actually, you should probably go back a little bit.
Some thunder tits.
Don't forget the fact that while Ahab is fucking Chelsea and the cult is
His
all
sister.
over.
Yes, she transforms into the fuckman. She's like, yeah, fuck me, fuck me.
She's the fuckman, but she's not.
She
though.
is possessed by the fuckman.
Possessed.
Which is when he slit his little dick
Yes,
open. He
and
had
he's
the-
rubbing her blood on her.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
but
he infected her that
He
way.
injected something first
Was it
into
like a
his,
numbing agent?
It had to be a numbing
It
agent.
was
had to.
liquid Viagra, guys.
and then he sliced.
And
it.
already
then he
hard.
fucking-
And let's
I need
not
to be
forget.
hard as a
Yes.
goddamn
Really
rock.
quick, let's not forget when he fucking sliced his dick. Was there not like ooze coming
Yes.
out of like
Yes.
5 different holes?
We can't skip over this. He took a syringe with some yellowish greenish liquid,
Heroin.
injected it. Yeah, it could have been heroin. It could have been Novocaine.
Sure.
Could have been anything.
Because
Probably
we
not.
didn't see any spoons or anything.
Could have been
It's
Lucky
some kind of a
Charms.
numbing
It was
agent,
probably
I'm
just his
assuming.
flu
But
shot for this
he
season.
injected it into the head of his
Works
penis
the same,
about a quarter inch away from his pee hole.
Yes.
And then after he pulled the needle out, it squirted some of the shit out,
Yeah.
Of
rejected
two
it.
holes, weirdly
Of two
enough.
holes,
It
yeah.
There was
sprayed
two
like a
strings.
sawed-off shotgun.
So he might have done it before.
Yeah.
And then he took a fucking X-Acto knife and fucking slit from his pee hole down the side and filleted his pee-pee.
Filleted it.
Yes.
Once again, catchphrase for the night. We've all been there.
Yes, we have all been there.
Yes.
Jesus H. Christ.
That was the only part that
so-
made me go
yeah.
like, oh.
I've
I've gotten my pee hole stuck in a zipper before.
Oh, Jesus.
We've all been there before, isn't that
Yes.
right, Gunnar?
We've all been there.
As guys, we have been there. And
If you haven't
that's-
gotten your dick caught in a zipper, you haven't lived.
and,
Frank
Or your
said
dick-
beans.
Or your dick's too small.
That's true. Micro penis.
and
And you gotta like stretch it to get out of the pee hole, like the zipper, like you have to go just so you don't pee on your pants.
Jesus Christ, stop.
So if you have a micro penis, pull it out and get it caught in
When
the
you
zipper.
unzip, it should just kind of
Just
like
for
flop
experience.
out. But if it doesn't flop out, and you actually have to like search for it and
If
pull
you
it out.
just sit down and pee. Just do
and
that.
then so
We lose our man cards,
To who?
No
and
one
our
has
legs
to know.
and our legs go numb real fast.
By sitting?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know how to sit on a toilet properly. My legs fall asleep.
Because you sit there for a half hour.
I have IBS.
Do you like research shit on your phone?
I read and watch
Yeah.
get
YouTube
sucked
videos
into
on my
black
phone.
holes.
Yeah,
I do all kinds
a
of shit
movie.
sitting on the toilet.
it's my ritual. I drink black
I
coffee all
don't
day.
have IBS.
Hey,
oh my
I don't
God,
sit on the
you
toilet
guys.
for
Hey.
fucking 45 minutes. I don't care.
so Ahab fucks his sister.
Hey, important stuff here.
Yeah.
So
This isn't purple time.
let's call them
We're fucking-
Jamie and Cersei.
Yeah, Jamie and Cersei are fucking each other.
But she did wear her thong the whole time, so I
No, she
questioned the
didn't.
validity
No,
You
of
can
that.
fuck somebody who's wearing panties, okay?
And no, she didn't because I saw that ass. There was no thong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she
got
takes
it.
You
that
can
thong
still
off.
see that ass without the
No,
thong
but she
on.
took the thong off. I know.
Okay.
that.
It's called
She
moving
did.
them to the side. It's very
No, there
easy
was
to
no
do.
there was no
Yeah.
thong. It was a bare ass because he does this on it. And I was like, Jesus.
That's
Christ.
true. She did take off her panties at one point.
Yes. Yes.
They don't show her taking
She
them
probably
off.
had a
They're just
silicone
gone.
like fucking thing
Why
covering
is
her
this a big
slit.
conversation
Why not?
about
The panties.
Because you said they're on, they're not.
It's panty.
Okay, I take it back.
This
Fuck.
is penny.
And
I also said she was the
Panty
most attractive woman in the fucking
She
movie,
was.
so of course,
You did say that.
She was.
panties or no
did say
panties,
that.
I'm gonna fucking.
I'm not. Gonna
She
say
was.
The
most
movie's so
attractive.
goddamn ridiculous
Because they're all
that
very
when there's a
attractive.
sex scene going on, I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention because I don't know what the fuck else is going on the whole time.
And
There was a
then-
lot of sex.
Yeah, but a lot of it
then
was
you
gay
realize-
sex,
It was
like
a
gay
porn.
rape sex.
Yes.
When there was an actual straight scene
Grape.
going on, I
It was
paid a
grape
little bit
sex.
more attention.
And then you find out that her soul is in hell. She's possessed by the fuckman. So they have to find out
It's so
how
hard to take that serious.
how they're gonna save his sister. So they all sit around with the gun and
themselves.
they kill themselves.
Well, they play rock paper scissors first.
Ahab says he's gonna kill them both if they don't shut the fuck up, and then as they're talking, he just grabs the gun and shoots himself. And then Twink and the priest play paper rock scissors to see
Rock
who's-
paper scissors. Who says paper?
paper rock scissors.
Whoa!
Rock paper scissors.
A paper, rock, scissors.
Who says
It's
paper rock
rock,
scissors?
Paper
It's
scissors.
rock paper scissors.
I've never heard
Paper, rock,
rock,
scissors.
Scissors, paper, rock. They play scissors, paper, rock. Duh.
Oh my god, Robin, we're gonna have to like just discuss our friendship.
South. scissors.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
It goes shortest word to longest word in the fucking title.
That's
rock,
not
paper,
the fucking
scissors.
point.
I just literally never heard somebody say paper, rock, scissors.
Oh my God, what just happened?
It used to. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just different.
Wait.
Anyway, so he
Robin,
fucks his sister.
Robin, don't be sad.
They have the suicide scene. They go to hell. What happens next? I don't remember genuinely.
Running around candlelight.
I remember Leia.
I do remember that, but
It's
I
the
mean, who
exact
doesn't?
costume. They didn't even try to tinker it, and it would tinker.
It was a good ode.
Twinkle.
I enjoyed it. They
Of course you
They
did.
weren't trying to hide it at all.
Every man's
No, but the
sexual
weird,
fantasy.
big, sloppy Jabba the Hutt looking dude. Who was that?
That's the fuck Manicus.
This is fucking
That was
Manicus
him?
Demonicus.
I did not know that. I did
Fuck
not see
Manicus
that.
is a demon.
He's ego.
Okay. That was the
He is
guy who was.
constantly being reborn,
Okay.
which is why earlier in the movie the cops like telling him that the fuck Manicus has been dead for 30
He's
years.
buried. You buried him 20 years ago.
Right, I remember that. But okay, so this is his
It's
actual form.
Yes.
Yeah, this is like,
Pussy
In hell.
play.
this is like
I did
Supercell.
not catch that.
It's Supercell from DBZ.
I must have
That's fuck
pee-pee.
Manicus.
Yes.
Yes.
I must have went pee-pee on that.
And then, no, actually, you guys were outside talking.
No, we were taking our one cigarette.
We were
break that
watching
took.
from the door.
You guys each smoked like 3 cigarettes, but had to yell
He was
at us
super
for
cell, but he-
still watching.
one.
He was super cell,
You
but he
were
looked like
asleep.
Majin Buu.
For
He
3
did. He
seconds.
was Margin
and then-
fucking Boo.
With like scabies all over his body.
Twink and Ahab
Okay.
both go to hell, but the priest, after killing himself, goes to heaven.
And
Talk
then-
about heaven.
And
Heaven looked like a fucking awesome
and there's
place.
just fucking topless girls
Boobs.
fucking everywhere.
Wings.
Boobs fucking galore.
Angels with fucking tits, man. It was awesome.
And then
Yeah, but then you got some weird fucking dude trying to prevent you from going to hell, and I'd rather be.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was a Mel Brooks
and he
lookalike.
that's-
What's his name again? I forgot his name. The
Lloyd
trauma
Kaufman.
dude.
Lloyd Kaufman.
Like fuck.
Lloyd Kaufman. Lloyd Kaufman Brooks.
Lloyd Kaufman plays God
Okay.
and the
No,
devil.
he was
No,
the
we
devil.
don't, we don't get to that. He
No.
plays. He
He's
plays
both God
yeah,
and the devil.
But he plays God. You only think he's God.
He's
Yes.
the devil. He was in hell the
But
whole
then he
time.
gets, and then he explains. He says, he's like, yeah, I'm God and the devil. It's the whole duality thing. You
It
know?
builds morality.
It builds morality to have the competition, which I thought was fucking a great premise.
It was great.
That
And
God
then-
and the devil are the same
They're
fucking
the same,
person.
yeah.
They were
that
They're the
actually
same.
is
They're like,
pretty
well,
badass.
we beat you, and he's like, well,
Sure, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
It's like I'm God and the fucking devil. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Congratulations.
Which essentially is just
eating an
God.
apple.
Yeah.
So if he controls both,
Can't let God and
But-
the devil. Same dude.
But the priest shoots one of the angels, and then
a male angel.
A male
the
angel.
only male angel.
the
one.
the blind priest shows up and is
Doesn't have
totally
his phone
pointing
out.
the gun in the wrong direction,
Sorry, Dane.
and fucking
He was in.
And then he shoots him, and then what?
and then he run, and then the priest runs to hell,
to be fair, he's been sleeping all fucking day.
I know, but we've been
and
really
then he fucking falls to hell and just falls face first, breaks his fucking teeth, and then the Jabba the Hutt scene happens.
It sounds pretty
Oh my
accurate.
god.
I will say though, Carrie Fisher wears that bikini better than the chick in the movie.
Because she was the
Well,
OG.
because first of all, Carrie Fisher is the first woman in that bikini that every boy our age masturbated to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
We've
Anyone
all
that
been
has that is, that was a Star Wars fucking kid when we were younger. When we saw Return of the Jedi when we were like 12 years old, we were like, holy
It was an
shit.
awakening.
It was like, oh my god, Princess Leia is the hottest fucking chick in the goddamn world. And you watch Return of the
Have
Jedi
that moment as
over and over and over again. Yeah, when was the first time you guys masturbated to
Did I
something?
have that
Did
moment
we
as a
ever have
woman?
that? Like, they have Princess Leia in Star Wars. Did we ever have something like that?
Yeah, what was the first guy that you guys touched yourself to
It was
as
the fucking
teenagers?
blonde guy from Lost Boys.
Well, what was
whatever.
the sexual awakening to where you wanted
Awakening?
where you wanted to get rubbed or penetrated by that male from a movie or a TV show or something? It could be a cartoon. I mean, Johnny Bravo's a guy.
love cartoons.
That's
You
very
opened up a
true.
whole spectrum if it's a cartoon.
Right. I mean, I was very attracted to a lot of cartoons, but
Fuck yeah.
Cartoons are
honestly,
definitely like a welcome.
I will show you our closet
The
in Sam's
only-
hentai collection.
no, I don't have that.
I'd
He's
rather
lying.
not to.
She loves
I'd rather
Lovecraft
not
and
see.
tentacles.
No one's
Get it.
fucking judging.
Nice.
No one's judging your fucking.
The only
Piccolo.
thing I can think of, which is weird because like
Pickle dick.
we talked about it the other night, Adrian,
Yes.
during the
Shit,
last
Black Dude,
podcast, was the movie Casper with Christina Ricci when like
Yes.
Wait, you wanted to get fucked by Casper?
Everybody
When
liked him. I didn't like
Devin
him.
Sawa
Yeah,
finally
when
was
fucking
like,
when
"Can I
he
keep
first shows
you?"
up.
And that he was just.
I'm not into blondes. I do not like
really,
blondes.
I really am not either.
I mean,
but,
like if a hot blonde came in my path, I'd be like, oh,
him,
but I'm
and
not into
then
it.
I just like women.
I don't know. Was there a movie that you? I don't know. I don't know. I watched the.
Devin Sawa?
This is the purple reel. So.
I don't know. I'm just saying. You guys
We're
had.
getting off
You guys
topic
had
a little
Carrie
bit, that's
Fisher.
fine.
You guys had
I'm
Carrie
listening.
Fisher. You
I'm
had
listening.
Alea, and that's every man. Like, there's not.
Well,
there
okay.
I don't think there's
So
been
it's
a
fucking
movie
what's
like
his
that
face
with
from The Notebook. That was like every chick's
Ryan
like.
Gosling.
Hold
I don't
on.
like blondes.
Okay.
I will not lie. He's cute. I don't
Ryan
take that away from
His
me.
eyes are
What
too
is the
close together.
okay?
I don't
Hold on.
like
I have
blondes.
an honest question because
What?
I know guys we can all answer this question honestly because every guy does this.
Okay.
What is the first movie you masturbated to? It could be a scene to a movie or anything.
I've
Fuck, I
never
honestly don't know.
masturbated to a movie.
I can't remember.
I know my
I've
movie.
never masturbated to a movie.
Or like a scene from a movie or something like that.
No.
I know I've done it before, but I can't. tell
I
you
can't.
Well, this is a guy thing.
Back.
We've all
There's
masturbated.
there's been a
I mean,
lot of
for
movies
sure,
I've
I fucking
masturbated
jerked
to.
off the movies before.
When we were
but I can't
teenager,
think of one in particular.
we jacked off to movies.
To movies?
Certain movies, yes. Okay.
Movies had tits in
The
them.
first.
I don't
It was
know.
hard to get
I've
porn when the
never-
internet was
Like,
dial-up.
I was definitely
Yeah.
turned on by a bunch
We
of
didn't- we
movies,
didn't have-
but I've never like I guess I've just I
we
had
didn't
two
have like
sisters
this was an internet age,
I had older
right?
brothers that have porn.
Uh,
magazines,
We couldn't just
so-
go look up internet 13
no,
on a
of
dial-up,
course we
right?
couldn't.
The first movie I
On a
masturbated.
I'm
family
old enough to
computer.
remember finding porn in the middle of the fucking desert.
Yes. Well, here's the first movie
Yeah, my
I
brother had a
masturbated
backpack
to.
full of porn,
Okay.
so.
The strip club scene. What is it from Blue Mountain State? Is that the movie?
I've never seen
The
it.
one with the football movie in high school.
No, that's
I wouldn't have
Blue
watched
Mountain
it. I
State's
hate football
Varsity
movies.
Blues?
Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
I hate football movies.
So do I.
I do
like
too.
passion.
But there's about a 5-minute
I like
scene.
radio.
You
There's
need
a-
to remember the fucking
Listen,
titles,
Actually-
okay?
Hold on.
Oh my
God.
God,
There's
I
a
can't remember
there's
one of the
hold
first
on.
movies I jerked
There's
off to.
there's a 5-minute scene where they sneak into a strip club and there's titties everywhere, and I was 12 years old. So
Okay.
when my mom rented that movie, my mom and Corey rented that movie.
Yeah.
They watched it. I watched it with them. Something sparked in me,
Gotta
right?
take this upstairs and rewind.
No, I did
Write
it
a synopsis.
in the
Mom.
living room.
What?
It was like 2 a.m.
Okay, no one was with you.
I went and rewatched the movie on silent up until that point.
And then you turn the volume full blast.
No, not full blast because it was that fucking one dude, that big fat dude that was like talking the whole time. Like gets a heart attack in the movie or whatever. I was just
And
watching.
then Adrian got a heart attack.
I was watching fucking 5 minutes of girls riding poles as a 12-year-old.
Yeah, that's very
pretty fun.
And
stimulating.
you know what? You're not going
When
to take a
you're
long
12.
time when you're 12. You fucking go, "Bleh," and just white shit leaks out. You don't even come. It just leaks out.
Yeah, and at
Your
that
balls
time,
aren't used to
it was
making
still
cum
white
yet.
shit
It just
at
goes,
that point.
Oh my
"Bleh,"
God,
and
I
dribbles
have a
out.
Kid, I don't
I
ever
don't
want
know,
to think
maybe
about this
American
happening.
Oh,
Pie?
Donald's is going to have that all the time.
Maybe
You've
American.
got like
Adrian's
10
gonna
years,
love me
and you're
for
gonna be
this
fine.
because I actually can remember one of the first movies I jerked off to.
It was True Lies. And
No,
It was Arnold Schwarzenegger when he took off his shirt. I'm just kidding.
It
Kidding.
was the Rico and Desi sex scene in Starship
Ooh,
Troopers.
because you see your boobies.
Fucking
That's twice this
Starship
podcast.
Troopers.
They're
See,
still
he
on
brought
it.
up Starship
They're
Troopers.
still fucking on it.
I didn't bring up Starship Troopers. He brought up Starship Troopers.
I did. But that is honestly one of the first movies I jerked off to.
I mean, I remember in the first American Pie movie, there was that scene with Nadia on the fucking webcam.
She's still attractive as hell.
Oh, she still is, for
Sharon
sure.
Elizabeth.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. But I
You don't like her.
She's like 10 feet fucking tall.
She really is.
I don't-
who the fuck? That means longer legs, which is more to enjoy.
Almost every man wants to die by snoo.
Yeah, I can agree.
I'm in.
Ah, Fry.
I'm an
I
acid
would
leg
be down with
man.
Yeah.
Okay,
When
alright.
they go to the planet.
I'm
of
not
famous
saying
songs.
she's unattractive.
Amazon women
She's
are like, get my
so
snoo
tall.
snoo.
Yes,
When I
but-
think of a tall woman, I think that her feet are like as big as kayaks.
I just
Oh,
think
I
of
don't
the.
find that
and
means
feet
if we
are
start to
sexy.
drown, she can fucking bring us to
I
safety.
should
She can
think
slap
of
her feet on the top of the
scene
fucking
from-
water.
She
From Dude,
doesn't.
Where's
She
My
doesn't
Car?
walk. She slaps the ground.
Remember that part in Dude,
But-
Where's My
Oh,
Car?
thank you for saying, dude, where's my car? Because
But
it has to
giant
Because
be.
it was
girl
Ashton
is
Kutcher.
walking
Absolutely.
across, and the kid's like,
She
I
was
want
hot.
to ride that ride, and the dad's like, me too, son. Me
She
too.
was hot.
We just rewatched
And
it
her
again.
silver fucking cheerleader mini
Where's the
skirt.
continuum trans function
Well, she had
at?
bunny panties on. I believe it was bunny panties.
She did underneath her silver thing. That's right.
See, the thing is, though, when I say
Zoltan.
that,
Zoltan.
I know that there was something that I watched before that I was like, that's fucking hot, and I probably jerked off to it.
What did you
But
come to? What's your first coming movie memory?
Can we finish this
Viggo
movie? We're literally
Mortensen.
in the
We
last
finished-
5
Finished
minutes.
the movie.
No, we're in the last
we're still
5
in hell.
minutes.
We're still
Oh
in hell.
God,
But
I'm
Gunnar-
in hell
hold on.
talking about this movie.
But Gunnar has to tell us his
We've
first
moved on.
coming movie moment he can recall.
Coming movie.
It could be last week.
I don't remember ever coming to a movie unless it was a porn.
You're also like 4 years younger than us, so
Dude, I
that
think
doesn't mean anything.
Different
I
eras.
discovered porn before I knew what jerking off was. So,
Yeah, I didn't have that luxury.
yeah, I had an older brother. He had a fucking backpack full of porn magazines.
Mine was boobies and rated R movies my parents
Backpack
watched.
full of
Yeah.
porn.
So
I guess
that-
Yeah,
that's pretty
and
much what mine.
my mom knew about them apparently and showed them to a friend that she had over when I was in 3rd grade, and that's when I discovered porn. So, yeah.
All right.
Gunnar wrote.
All right.
All right, finish it up.
So the
Bring
last
us on.
5 minutes of the movie,
We're shit.
where they kill the fuck Manicus by Chelsea stabs a fucking tree tap into his stomach or chest, and then
Well, first
turns
of
it
all,
on, and he fucking
He
melts.
shrinks.
He shrinks. Well, he like.
Well, because he loses
Oh yeah,
all
he
of the blood.
shrinks
Well,
down
she's
because
sucking his
she
maple
get-
syrup out.
She
drained
Sleazy
him.
Mary shows up, throws the syrup in his face, which causes him to shrink, and then Chelsea shoves the tree tap into him and drains all his blood, and then he turns into a mutant baby thing, and she jumps on it and squashes
jumps
it
on it.
Stomps
for
it
like-
to death.
for like 10 minutes,
and he probably fucking enjoyed it, honestly.
and then
But as I mentioned earlier, when Chelsea and her brother start making out fucking aggressively in hell,
yes,
she starts to diminish because she's going back to Earth or heaven, right?
her soul's being returned to Earth.
To Earth, and the priest,
The priest.
Priest Johnny says, "Get an
he goes,
abortion."
get an abortion,
Yes, get an abortion.
which is funny because he's a priest.
He's a Catholic
Yes,
priest.
and then
so
Facts, it
had
makes
to
a lot of
the
sense.
other three
Had
are
to
trying to
add it in.
figure out how to get back to their bodies
they
since
try to kill themselves
they killed
again.
themselves. So Ahab shoots himself in the head and it hurts him. And then the priest's like, well, maybe if we just hope really hard. And they
Hope,
both just
hope,
keep saying
hope.
hope. And then it just shows their dead bodies at the table. And then the decomposing.
Surrounded by flies
And then
And
the
cats.
movie ends.
and cats. I
I
feel
don't know
like
why
one of
you
the
yelled
cats was
cats so
cosplaying. too.
Yeah.
And cats.
and that's literally how the movie ends, is on their decomposing bodies.
And fun fact, the 2 cats that were in the scene looked like Sam and Adrian's cats.
Yes.
No, it looked like your cat and Adrian's cat.
That's fair.
Now,
My cat doesn't look like, he doesn't have long hair, like, it looked like Nightmare.
it did
like,
look like
for
Iron Man,
real.
yeah.
now
That's fair.
before we come to
Come.
before we come now
Everybody-
Did that literally
Yes.
just happen with everybody?
now before we come,
We're adults, I swear.
I'm gonna read off the few facts that I know about this movie.
Oh shit!
Maybe we should make this a trivia.
Yeah, that's
You gotta.
I'm
You
doing
gotta
it.
ask us and
And we
we'll
have to
answer.
guess.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
He has a thing open called notes, so he came semi-prepared.
Notes.
All right, I prepared these movies. What do you think the budget was for this movie?
$5,000.
$2 million.
What?
Are you
That's a
looking at me?
stark
'Cause
difference from what I said.
It's
2011.
Well,
27K.
I'm gonna say 30,000.
What?
Oh,
You guys
that's
are-
too close to mine.
Gunner,
I said 27K.
Oh, I
27.
didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I said
The budget was $10,000.
I win! Fuck all of you!
What was the budget on the worst fucking movie we watched?
Like $3 million from the 70s.
Yeah, Happy Birthday to Me. That was
I'm actually
Happy Birthday to Me was $3.5 million.
Where did they just paid all the actors that money?
Probably.
That's all they did.
No,
I have to say this.
They
I'm pretty
wasted it all on the fucking dropping the car off the bridge.
No, I'm pretty sure
300 times.
I'm pretty sure 3.45 million was just to pay what's her face from House on the Prairie.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you that
Like Melissa Sue, whatever.
That movie was
Whatever her name
fucking
was.
terrible. So was last
All right.
week's movie. That's why we had a 20-minute podcast.
I have to say that the fact that they got this movie made with that budget,
That's
even though
amazing.
this movie isn't the most
actors must have made
incredible,
no money. $10,000.
this was a great movie for that budget.
Was the budget just for making
no,
the movie?
I'm pretty sure the fucking actors all signed royalty contracts and they got a percentage of the profit.
Right, that's
Which
usually
is
how
what,
it
like
goes.
Well,
$20 a month?
the actors are also, the main actors are also the directors and the writers of the film.
So there's,
But they're collecting the royalties.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. So,
but that's how you keep your money, is you do it within the circle
I
and
feel
you
like
keep it
there's
low key.
no fucking way they spent just
10 grand, but that's, I'm not
They
gonna
must have
lie,
had their
for
own
10
equipment.
grand,
US
this
US
wasn't a terrible
They
USC.
literally
movie.
lit everything
USC.
with a flashlight.
I
the
kind
entire
of wish
time.
you would have told us
And
from
had
the
a Red
beginning
Bull.
it was made
And
for 10
remember
grand.
when we watched Happy Birthday to Me? You're like, well, they only had like 3.5 million. They couldn't make a movie that gory off that, or something along those lines.
No, it didn't.
That was shit.
Yeah,
$3.5 million.
$10,000. They made that gory.
I guessed 5.
Yeah,
It was a blood budget.
I'm just saying, if you would have told us from the start that it was made off of 10 grand, I would have been super
hold on.
fucking impressed.
Yeah.
hold on.
Because this is actually a good movie for 10 grand.
Lloyd Kaufman was a producer. How many reused props from other
Exactly.
trauma movies do you think they
Exactly.
just used for free,
sure.
though?
That's
But
the
that's-
thing. They had.
but
Because
that's the thing.
he's not just a distributor because he's in the movie, so they had
Yeah,
to film it.
they
So he
probably
produced
used a
it.
bunch of shit
So
from
they
it.
probably have a trauma warehouse of all these old body parts
Yes.
and blood machines and shit like that. And they're like, you can use this from this and this from this and this from
Because
this.
that's all
and
they
just
ever do.
redo it. Yeah.
It's smart,
Now,
but
yeah.
they're
this
keeping their
movie-
money.
Right. Wait. Question.
Yes.
No,
No. You
in the
asked it as
form
a
of a
question.
question.
We have to guess.
Oh, all right. Well,
Think.
because there's not very many things about this movie that's on IMDb or anything.
Try to Jeopardy it.
We did watch the movie, so we should
For
be able
Purple
to.
Tongue, when I do the fucking wager,
How
I look
many-
at trivia and I jeopardize a question.
All right.
So
How many what?
How many awards
5.
was this movie nominated for, and how many did they win?
They were
5
not-
and 5.
12 and 5.
8 and 5.
7 and 5. They won 5. They nominated.
Yeah.
They were nominated for 7.
They were nominated for 6.
Oh,
They won 5.
that's
Oh, we're tied.
pretty
We're
good.
tied because you said
They
7. I said 5.
Hmm.
6 votes.
So in the
so
middle,
they
between
got
us.
one nominee from the Fright Meter Awards for Best Supporting Actor.
Who is that?
Twink?
Either
No,
Twink or
John the
the
Priest. John
Either
the
Twink
Priest.
or the Priest.
Chestnut.
Or it could have been the
Walnut.
chick. Chestnut.
And
He's
it
a
could have been
horse now.
Chelsea.
And
He's a
then
horse now.
at the Tarantino
Candy
After
cane.
Dark Film Festival,
Oh,
they won
Tarantino.
one audience
The horse
award,
Okay.
one audience award for Best Feature Film, and then they won 4 special awards:
I could see a Tarantino
One
audience
for
loving this.
Best Hero, Most Original Film, Best Kills, and Best Trailer.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so the trailer was okay, but it
Feels
kind
like
of
he gave
like
it to him.
didn't really excite me for the movie. The movie actually did so much better than the trailer.
We don't know what the other contenders were that year, though.
That's very
Yeah.
true. They're going up against other things.
All
Okay.
right, let's do our stars.
And
Hold on.
hang on.
Oh.
I have 2
My
more
bad.
facts. These can't really. I can't really ask these as questions though. Lloyd Kaufman, during the screening, made bootleg copies of this movie and was selling them for extra cash.
Word vomited that out earlier.
What an
Not
ass.
on air, though.
Oh.
Yeah, without their permission, so they didn't get any money from those.
That is a
copies.
fucking Trump move. Oh,
Lloyd Kaufman's fucked up.
sorry if you're a Trump
And
supporter.
the
Don't listen to
trailer
this
for
podcast.
this movie actually pops up in one of their other films, well, kind of films that I have by them. It's just called Astron 6, or What the Fuck is Astron 6? And it's just a compilation of short films that they made and fake movie trailers. But Father's Day was one of the trailers on that movie.
Is it like a trailer that you play in the beginning of the movie, or like how this did, where you stopped the movie, played a bunch of trailers, and then moved on?
It's kind of like one of those. So, like, it will be like a short film, like a 10-minute short film, and then there will be like 3 or 4 trailers, and then like a 10-minute short film.
So can we assume that Star...
It's a grindhouse film.
Star whatever... Is a movie Raiders? We can watch? Star Raiders? Can we watch that?
I want to watch
Well, they have Manborg and The Editor, which are great fucking movies.
No, I want to watch Star Raiders.
I want to watch Star Raiders.
I don't trust that.
Manborg,
with bric-a-brac.
Manborg's fucking awesome.
And Woman.
And actually, at the end of Manborg... At the end of Manborg, they have a 30-minute fake trailer called BioCop, which is
I've seen that, and it's great.
I feel like 30 minutes takes it beyond trailer.
It's a short
film.
It's supposed to be a trailer, but it's a short film at the end of a movie, and it's one of the greatest things ever.
Yeah, it's like what Pixar does.
Yeah.
But they do it at the beginning.
And now,
which isn't a trailer. A trailer means it's. You know why they originally called it a trailer, right?
No.
Because trailers used to show at the end of movies. But then they realized back in the day, if they put it but they realized if they put it before a movie,
people would actually watch
because people left after the original movie, and they were put at the end of movies to promote movies coming up, but everyone always left. So the movie industry decided to start playing them before it. But since they already did it for so many years and they called them trailers, the name just stuck.
Even though they're actually previews.
Previews, yeah.
Yes, but
so you have previews, and then if you watch a Marvel movie,
and now we come to the end of the show, where we will start with our guest, and then we'll go to the lady host, Sam, and then Adrian.
I'm not a host.
Lady host.
You're on every single one. At this point, you're a fucking...
Yeah, you're a co-host.
You're a co-host.
Oh,
so,
background
host. You're the one that says,
Danielle,
let's hurry it up. It's fun.
It's fucking
what would you change about this movie?
I don't know. You want to know why? Because so many times during this movie, I had no fucking idea what was going on, and then all of a sudden I knew everything, and then I didn't know.
What you want to change about it is the camera focus.
I did bitch about that a lot. There was a lot of scenes where... like,
and we get it's supposed to be like that, but no, you can focus your fucking camera, though.
Well, this
Even Planet Terror,
you can still focus your fucking camera.
This is the thing. When they were showing coverage, which is like the close-up of stuff, that shit was super fleek. And then they would take themselves.
Just say on point.
It was fleek.
Don't say
it was
on fleek.
It was so fleek. And then they would move the camera from, like, it would be a movement. It wouldn't just be a cut and edit. It would be, they were on this object and focused on the record player, and then they would pan the camera over to the fucking blind dude, and all you could see was a fucking underwater chlorine silhouette. Fucking, it was awful.
It becomes the middle ground between wanting to do this to make it look like it has the patina of an 80s film, and then just not really knowing how to operate a fucking camera.
Maybe that's why you didn't have the budget.
So they could
like, listen, we have one shot.
No, so they could...
no retakes.
Well,
wasn't that great? It's all right.
Well, there's also some things I saw where there would be one person...
We'll make it look like we meant to do it.
There was one person in the foreground, one person in the background, and the person in the background was out of focus. The person in the foreground would speak, and the person in the background would speak, and the person in the foreground would speak, but they wouldn't readjust the focus to see it.
Like that fire scene.
Exactly, but the thing is...
The fire was in focus, but the two people talking were so fucking blurry you couldn't even tell.
And here's the thing, even in old 80s horror movies, they will adjust the focus.
Yes.
They just didn't know how to fucking do it. So they didn't mean to do it that way. They just are amateur filmmakers that put together a really good movie, though.
Oh, and that's another fact about these guys. They used to, that I told you guys earlier, they used to compete with each other in film festivals for independent film festivals and shit. And they decided to team up and just make movies together.
I would love to know what kind of equipment they were using, or just if this was their style. But if this was the style they were going after, then I would love to kind of get like a synopsis of the style.
The style in general, though, which is like a grindhouse film, it gives the leeway to do that weird shit like that.
Sure.
But at the same time, when they
Enough
fall,
is enough.
but when they fall short technically of technical skills, they can still blame it on the style, even if they didn't know how to do it. They're like, well, that's just the style, but they didn't know how to fucking do it.
It just kind of sucks for everybody that does know how to do it and is working real hard to make it happen.
Just like when an author's writing something and they're writing horror, right? And then they don't know how to get from point A to point B, so they make some weird bullshit up. They could say, "Oh, it's like a old school literary horror." It's like, no, you don't know how to fucking plot out your goddamn shit.
Yeah, you didn't.
We all run into. We've all been there.
So
we all run into that.
That's what you want to change.
And how many stars? My critique is that this was actually a really cool movie, especially now that I know that it was $10,000 that made it, because that explains a lot. And for $10,000, I think it was awesome.
You can get a lot of chicks to show their tits.
Yeah.
For $10,000.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe that.
How many out of 5? How many stars would you give it?
Now that I know that it was a $10,000 movie, a budget of $10,000, I want to know what they made on it. But
it's actually really hard to find facts.
That's fine. That's fine. But now that I know they spent $10,000
I'm pretty sure it didn't
on
have
it,
a theatrical release. It's a DVD cult.
and it was a non-linear story, but it kind of was linear, but it was like kind of fucking weird at the end.
It jumps around.
I'm gonna
goes
give
all
it.
sorts of
I'm not gonna lie. I did not want to watch this movie, but I'm gonna give it. I can't believe I'm saying this. A 4. I liked it that much. I really did enjoy it. I didn't like all the fucking penis biting. But everything else I liked.
Gunnar, what would you change about this movie?
I'd probably cut 10 minutes out of it.
Cut 10.
That's it? Just 10?
One of my notes is about 39 minutes out of it.
10 minutes?
Just 10 minutes.
Okay.
Which 10
I feel
minutes?
like it was just slightly too long.
There
is some unnecessary fucking scenes in it.
Like unnecessary dialogue and shit.
Unnecessary dialogue that doesn't really relate and wasn't funny, so it didn't really serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
There were parts they could have snipped out and still had the full story that they wanted to tell, but it wouldn't have had any lulls if they cut out those 10 minutes.
True.
It's not a specific 10 minutes. I couldn't name the 10 minutes that I want to take out. But I feel like it was slightly too long for what it was.
All right. Now
I'd go 3.5.
3.5?
Okay.
All right, and now to my co-host, Sam. What would you change and how many stars?
The script writing, which ended up being the writing on screen, I guess. They prolonged. Okay, first of all, if this was going to be an occultist thing, they should have made that aware in the first 15 minutes. They did not do that. They gave one symbol.
Mm-hmm. I really agree with that.
Which you had to be able to catch because the lighting is so shitty that it looks like a fucking shadow.
Are you talking about the blood pentagram in the apartment when he goes to it?
Nope. Talking about the time where they're fucking and there's people going.
Oh, because when he shows up to the apartment where
but you know what? There's fucking pentagrams everywhere. Anyway, there's pentagrams everywhere. It doesn't matter.
That doesn't mean occultist.
But they weren't at a.
He could have been listening to Slayer and fucking
that whole scene was lit by a goddamn fucking flashlight. By the way, the flashlight the guy was holding.
Yes.
Not even a fucking lighting in the background. It was a flashlight the actor was holding. That's what I would change is that, because they could have shortened this movie by probably 35 minutes by just fixing the writing, because they didn't give you any clues at all in the beginning that this is going to be an occultist type of thing. And then they were like, boom, if you didn't get that 1 3-second part where the people are like, well, I'm not worthy. And then you're at the end when they find the fucking book, and then it's another 45 goddamn minutes of just drawn out shit.
I did think it was going to end
They didn't need
after
that hell and heaven scene. They didn't need any of that.
That was a good scene, though.
No.
Yeah.
It was interesting, but it could have stopped.
It didn't vibe well with the movie at all. It just was not a smooth transition from what the movie was. The movie was a Canadian fucking horror movie, and it was gory as shit. And then it turned into some weird claymation, a lot of green screen action in the background.
It was only $10,000 though.
But see, like, they could have just ended it by being like, oh, here's the book, and then they could have been like, there's a cliffhanger for your next movie.
All of us were
That
very
actually-
confused by the turn
If they
of
had
events.
cut it
If
off
they had found that
at
book,
the fucking Cockernomicon or whatever they're
Right.
calling it.
The fuck,
The
the
Amicus.
fuck Manicus
And they could be like,
Demonicus.
oh fuck,
The
all
fuck
together.
Manicus
They
Demonicus
could've
or
made a
whatever it
Scooby-Doo
was.
If they
thing,
cut
you
it off
know?
there and then made a second movie where it was them exploring
Because
the
I
like, whole
was
heaven
so
and hell
fucking
concept, that would've been pretty
disconnected
fucking
from
cool.
that last half, the last 40 minutes of the movie. I was like, what the fuck is this? The whole movie had a thing, and then that last part with hell and killing himself made no sense to me.
And not only did it make no sense, but it did drag on
It
for a
dragged.
while.
I will.
It was
The
confusing.
only
It was
thing-
very
just wanted to
confusing.
have a
They could have
Princess Leia
cut the
moment.
10 minutes from that.
Hang
for
on.
sure.
There you go. That's the
I
10
do
minutes.
have one thing to say about that.
Okay.
If you
makes
are
sense.
paying attention, I know it's hard.
As a woman, to pay attention.
No, but for anyone to watch
Should
this
be in his
movie,
kitchen.
they actually do drop a lot of hints that's about very occultish in the backgrounds
Within the
of
fucking ridiculous dialogue that they
There's
have
like
the entire
weird
movie?
ass Easter eggs in the background that are kind of just being like, this is a fucking occult movie.
Did you find those Easter eggs the first time you watched it?
No, I had to watch it like
That's
3
what.
or 4
So
times.
I
Three or
can
four
definitely
times.
think
Yeah,
for
if
sure.
I watched
I had to
it
watch
again,
it a
I
few
could see
times
that.
before I started pointing at
One
figuring
time
all that
through,
out.
as a straight
So,
shot,
I-
that
I-
was very hard to
yes.
follow,
Yes.
especially when the book came into the picture. Then it all took a weird turn, but it was still pretty cool. It was just strange and
Yeah. So
I give
Sam,
it 2 stars.
2 stars.
Honestly, it probably would have made a cool like
Didn't even have a
10-part
good
TV
soundtrack.
show.
Yeah.
they should have turned it into a show.
Adrian?
That would have been better.
What would you change, and how many stars?
The movie should have been 35 minutes long. Do you guys know who?
That's
Do you guys
an episode of a TV show.
do you guys know who Aaron Sorkin is?
Sounds familiar.
Sorkin, why does that sound familiar?
He's a writer and a director. His latest thing was The Newsroom on HBO.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Oh yeah.
The dialogue's very snappy,
Mm-hmm.
and the editing is unless there's a dramatic reason for a pause between dialogue, the dialogue's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So you wanted this movie to be Gilmore Girls?
No.
I was just gonna.
No,
Yeah.
no. I wanted
I was just gonna say.
I wanted the dramatic pauses to be during like the comedic effects of the murders or like the jokes and let it hang there for a while, right?
Sure, yeah.
But
Give you
the-
time to process the joke.
Cliffy.
But the dialogue that was just exposition, like, oh my god, it's a thing. Oh my god, it's a thing. Oh my god, it's a thing. There was pauses for like 10 seconds in between, which for an hour and 39 fucking minutes probably takes up about 39 fucking minutes of
They
their
could have
pauses.
cut the 10 minutes from those pauses.
Exactly. That
I'm telling you, there were 10 minutes they could have
Also-
removed and it would have been perfect.
also they did every single thing they did in this movie, that heaven and hell shit, I would still like in the fucking movie.
Oh, for sure.
But
Yeah.
they could have just, okay, one of the first things you learn when you get a creative writing degree is be clear and concise.
Yeah.
It's to kill your baby, to maim your baby. When you write your
We've
first
all done
draft, you're gonna write a lot. You should write more than what's gonna be the end of it, right?
So you can cut it.
So, for an example, when I wrote Siphon and I sent it to the fucking publisher and I signed the contract and he sent me the edited version back, there's one chapter where he cut 4 pages out. And I was like, but I really want those 4 pages in there. And he goes,
That's
they
like-
don't need to be fucking in there, right?
It's like 2,000 words you cut out.
Yeah, 2,000, 3,000 words. And I go, ugh. And I basically took those 4 pages and I just rewrote it as 1 page. As like a truce. Like, I'm not going to cut it all out, but I can make it super
Meet in the middle.
concise.
You wanted
Yeah,
the
meet in the
content to
middle.
be there, but you wanted to get rid of
Exactly.
the
Valuable
the filler.
information.
Exactly. These screenwriters, since it was 6 fucking dudes, had no editor that's outside of their project. They should have given the screenplay to someone that's not part of the project and go, read this and fix it, because he has no reason to be like, oh, I don't want to upset this person or upset this person. They
Right,
should go, boom,
he's not
get rid of
involved.
this, this. None of this matters. Get the story on the fucking... Because when it comes with a novel or a novella or a book or a story, there's no budget. I can write 10 pages or 10,000 pages, and there's no extra costs. Everyone go fuck themselves. It's really just about getting the story out there. A movie, The longer the movie, the more budget you need, the more film you need, and shit like that. They could have made this movie for $2,000, and it could have been 40 minutes long, and it could have been one of the best short movies you've ever seen in your life if they cut out all the bullshit. And it could still have every single plot point, every single gore scene, every single joke, but they just let everything linger so long, and they just over-explained everything so much.
And they could have used the remaining $8,000 to put so much more blood in it.
Or more boobs.
Or more blood and boobs. Just tits covered in blood.
Oh no, there was fucking tits everywhere.
There was.
I want tits in every single scene.
But here's the thing,
I agree with you on that.
I'll give it a 3.25. And
I stand by my 4.
Alright, first off, give it either a full star or a half star.
No.
Do a 3 or 3.
That's not how it works. You can do 3.5.
Who the fuck does a 3.25?
I'm telling you.
Well, I did a 3.5, right?
I'm telling you right now.
You did 3.5.
I'm telling you right now.
I mean, I can bump that up to 4.
No, I'm giving it a 3.25 because 2 of it is for the movie in itself.
Mm-hmm.
The 1.25 is just the humor.
All right.
Which it had a really good sense of humor. Like I've said, I don't know if I said it
Maybe
since we started.
actually one for the humor and then the 0.25 because I like the concept of God being both the devil and God.
Yeah,
I thought that was
is
very
a fucking good concept.
creative. Where he's like, yeah, I caused the duality, the competition to make people
2 sides of the same coin.
Yes. So
now,
and that's brilliant.
As usual,
I agree with what you said. It could have been cut short. I stick by my 4-star though because I'm actually pretty proud of the $10,000 budget. I can't get over that. If somebody gave me $10,000, I could make this shit happen.
It was good for 10,000. Not gonna lie.
No, I respect that. Sorry.
As the host, I will say, as normal, I wouldn't change anything because I love it how it is.
You need to grow as a person and a movie watcher.
No, this is his. He loves these movies. That's why it's Robin's Reel. I totally get it.
I do agree. It does not deserve a full 5 stars. I will give it a solid 4.
You can't give everything a 5 star.
I haven't given. I jokingly gave Happy Birthday to Me 5 stars, but
Happy birthday.
I appreciate that you picked this specific movie because I was here.
Yes, I picked this movie specifically because I knew Gunnar was showing up,
and I did enjoy it very much. So thank you.
So with everything being said, thank you for joining us.
Cheers,
and we'll see you next time on Robin's Reel.
Bye bye.